Hello, hello.
How is everybody doing? Welcome back. Welcome back to a new day, new week. And we're starting off with a bang. We have a sick daughter at home who is not having a good day out of it. So, and her mother is a tough cookie because she had a big day yesterday and then was up most of the night with her last night. And man, we always forget sometimes just how great moms are when they jump into action. But
well, parents are parents. We got to do what we got to do. But if I all of a sudden jump up, don't mind me.
Yeah.
I'll be back. So welcome. It's Monday.
Yes.
We are starting our week of amazing shows again. And for those of you who have checked our promo video and have been here from the beginning waiting for us to start, maybe you have noticed that we have changed our colors.
Yep. It's time to give things a new look, and something I've been wanting to do for a little bit. We've both been wanting to do for a little bit, and
Yep.
I keep saying it, and there's never time like everything else. So today finally got some time. We've been looking at it, so I think we're going in the right direction. So
we are changing colors, and as you see, in the honor of changing colors, I have a blue color on me today, the same as our new colors of thumbnails. So
the gold is taking a back seat, and we're going with blue, the Blue Wrench Group.
The Blue Wrench Group, yeah,
That's
unofficial
right.
Blue Wrench Group.
That's right.
So we're in blue now. Well, it's good. It's it's spring, it's summer, the beginning of everything new.
Yep.
So it's time to rejuvenate as well. So if you don't see the orange color anymore, we're still there. Look for blue.
Because it was kind of an orange. Yeah, kind of was a tribute almost to our old wall a little bit. I guess I always thought a bit more gold. I guess, but
sorry.
No, it's it's all good.
All these 2 months I thought it's orange, but I guess it wasn't. It was gold. I apologize. So is this one blue? I would like to know.
the graphic designers with the colorblind attitude. That's our new pitch for our show.
Yeah, no, it's like that dress that was circulating last year, I think, around Christmas time, where some people were seeing it as gold color and some people were seeing it as blue.
Sure.
And I still don't understand how it's possible, but I guess they
were.
So.
No, not a clue. I haven't researched dresses in a while on YouTube, but then our internet.
Oh, they were viral. They were viral.
Viral dresses?
Yeah.
Why they had something?
Well, it was one dress, actually. One dress. And some people definitely knew that it was blue, and other people definitely knew it was gold. So.
Yeah. Sounds to me like this first time we've ever had a hoax on the internet or something like that.
Everywhere.
First time for everything.
It was on CTV and on radio. My goodness. Whoever designed that dress got really popular for 15 minutes for sure. But why not?
Maybe that's what I'm going to start doing tonight. Put my seamstress.
Well, somebody suggested last week that you should start knitting. So maybe
I could see myself knitting.
Knit a blue dress and I can wear it tomorrow.
I picture you all tied in this ball like some old cartoon there. I'm like this, caught inside of it, trying to get out.
I think it's a great idea. So thank you whoever suggested that.
I specialize in sexy knitting.
Wow, you specialize in being sexy. So.
Oh, I tell you, I'm working it tonight.
The beard is growing back.
Well, Donnie called us sexy beast, so
so
he can't.
And whenever Geeks Paranormal calls me ex-baby, I kind of feel sexy too.
We have some new names in here, and I'm just looking through them, and I just want to fix that because there's too many grays here. As you can see in our title tonight, in our preview, Blue Wrench Group means that everybody here, we're all equals. We all leave our gang colors at the door, and we all here just enjoy our time. So. On the DL Adventures, who I seen a while ago in the chat, you are a moderator. 6 in the Mix, which is kind of a cool name, also from there. You are now a moderator. Let's go down this sexy list of sexy new people here to our already sexy recurrents. 22Z Adventures, good to see you. Remember you as well. You're a monitor. You get a wrench. Driver Family Vlogs. You're a moderator as well. Definitely remember you. I think I've got everybody. I'm just going back through it. If I missed you the next time, here. BR Fam TV. Add moderator. There you go. And they're showing. You got that? Everybody's on. Oh, there's another one from today. 0J9 plays.
And for those of you guys, our regular people, if you're wondering why do we have Murisan Gang hashtag in, because usually we leave all our affiliations behind the door, so to say.
Yeah.
Today we are having the Murisan family on.
That's
and
right.
They have an amazing gang.
That's right. That's right.
So,
fighting for peace and justice in the world, banding together for all that's good and watchable on YouTube. So
yeah, well, they're so amazing, and they're going to be our guests later on tonight. And those are their family, their internet family, their supporters and peeps. So please be friendly and welcoming. Well, you always are.
Caught their live stream, guys. It was a hoot. I mean, they're right on ball with it, and it was a lot of fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of a wig.
Yeah, no, because he asked me about it.
How many does he have?
He's well stocked because it was a costume change every couple of minutes there. You know, this guy got it going on when it comes to the headgear, and some good looking hair at the end too.
Oh yeah.
He kind of looked like at one point he was like, it looked like a groupie from the Eagles or something like that, but he was working it.
Well, it's quite interesting. Yeah, so that's later on tonight. So thank you. Let's see who is in. Let's do a roll call.
Roll call. Okay, guys, I want to give a disclaimer tonight, okay? Because this is very important. I need you to listen loud and clear. I love my wife dearly. She grew up in Latvia. She spoke English. She's been learning since about the age of 3, and she does it very well until she gets tired. So there might be a few either twist in some old phrases that we know and love, and if you listen really carefully, guys, through the night, you might just hear something that she makes up on the fly. And if it's something you hear to the instance of when the toaster flies south, make sure that the garage door isn't laughing at you. Those are the ones that are the catch. Those are the golden nuggets.
Okay. Thank you for all the compliments. Always appreciated. Sunny outlook.
Driver family vlog. She passed tired way long time ago. Somewhere through the night, as we said, our daughter.
Oh yeah, I have like a tense wind, or I don't know how do you.
I don't know how she's here. To be honest,
Yeah, for those of you who are new, we are a husband and wife team based in Montreal, in Canada. We make videos and photos through the day. That's our business. And at the same time, we're getting up close and personal with YouTube creators from all around the world. Every night from Monday to Saturday, that's 6 times a week at 8 p.m. Eastern. We are here on live with Pusa, the Blue Wrench group. Yeah. With our special guests and awesome you in the chat. And let's see who are there in the chat today. Let's see. So lots of new faces as well. Welcome. Oh, Jason 9 plays. Welcome. 22 OZ Adventures. 6 in the mix. That sounds like a big family.
I'm not sure what to do yet. I've seen them in the chat, guys. Also tonight, side note: if any of you are new and you've joined us or do join us tonight, please leave a comment so I can go check you out as soon as the live stream is over.
Yeah, and we are very. Just a little pause on a shout out. It's not sub for sub. It's not none of that. We're just here welcoming and friendly.
That's right.
If somebody decides to subscribe to you, that's great. That's just a nice side bonus, so to say. But that's not why we're here. So ATGH Travels, Beauty and Deber, our this week's guest.
Yes.
Bottle Caps, BR Fam TV. Oh, and by the way, don't mind bottle caps. He's fun. Just remember, he's fun.
He's harmless, and he keeps us chuckling around here.
Yeah, Donnie Shaw Show, Driver Family Vlogs, Florida Pirate Adventures. Welcome back.
Yes.
Club and Epic, welcome back. Did you run to the store? Do you have everything? Are you ready today? Juliet Miranda, one of our past guests, one of top 200 podcasts on iTunes.
Who sent us an amazing flask with her name etched onto it.
We are in the process. Andrew got the shelf.
Yep.
The shelf is ready. Now we just have to put it on there to display all the amazing gifts that we.
I can't believe how many come in and how generous you guys are. You're too kind.
And so is Marianne Donnelly and Panic DVDs here that also have sent us amazing gifts.
Who you want? And they sent us shirts. They sent us everything, and plus the tickets the tickets you won from the 1892 World Fair.
Yeah, 93 World Fair. Yeah.
Oh, so those nice.
Have you started coloring your book, by the way?
I'm working on to it. I
Okay.
want to make some pretty pictures for them, and I'm sending them back to them.
Christy K9, Michael McReynolds, welcome back.
Yes.
We're glad to see that you're enjoying our streams. North American Trains on the DL Adventures. Philip Cochran, of course. What are you cooking tonight? Terrell, the original.
That's right.
The
original wrench.
First wrench. Yeah. The Benefield Bench. Hi, I love your channel. And this time around, travel log. Hello and welcome.
That's really cool. I want to check out more of their stuff.
And for those of you who are hiding behind the chat, just come in and say hi if you can. And if not, that's fine as well.
Jim Apple's in here. She was saying about bottle cut. Jim Apple's is come very good. He's actually coming really good in the channel.
Oh, he is really good.
Yeah.
Talking about, let's do some housekeeping.
Okay. I don't know where this is going, guys. So hold on to your seatbelt.
He's weary now.
Or hold on to your hedgehogs.
Well, last week on Tuesday we did a summer vacation tag.
Yes.
Yeah. And
right.
Yes, we did a summer vacation tag, and we answered. I think there were still like 10 questions about summer vacation. And at the end, you have to tag some other YouTubers to do the challenge as well. So we went and tagged some in. There's our tweet about that. You can check. So down the rabbit hole, touring taste buds, mountain survival, Joey, Happy Canadian, Art to Morbid, Ball Caps, who, by the way, I don't know where is your Twitter channel anymore. And Jim Apple, of course, since he's here, that's how it reminded me.
Oh, okay.
We called them out to do a summer vacation tag as well.
Yep.
And guess what? We have a first challenge done.
That's right.
First, I want to say contestant. It's not a contest.
I don't know. Yeah, I think we're on Price is Right all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Or something like
the
that.
Happy Canadian did his live stream where he was answering questions from summer vacation tag. And at the end, for those of you who don't live in Canada, he's discriminating all Canadians, he is doing a little contest, and you can win some nice Canadian looking prizes. So there is his stream right there. Go and check it out after you watch ours. Just open in the new tab and put it on pause. So you get to know about his vacation plans, his favorite travel spots, and maybe win a prize.
Cool?
And we're still waiting for the others to join in. We will retweet your video, of course, and shout it out on our live stream as well.
And now we're going to join me as I mute my phone, the nightly ritual that I always forget to do. There we go. So that's done. And Donnie is not Donnie tonight. He's Donna the Bearded Lady. He's just announced everybody with the green dress. So there's a little update for you as all.
Well, it's always both. You know, Simon is always there. I don't know. Don or Simon. Don or Simon.
Panic D just broke 900. Excellent, my friend. Congratulations. Good for you guys. Boys, you've been working at, so good for you. I'm happy. We're excited for you too. Awesome channel. So much fun onto it. And it's cool. They sent us the shirts, and him and his wife, they do paranormal studies, and it's really well done. It's not like, ooh, scary. It's investigations. They travel through different locations. And they both work for the school system. And his lovely wife is a biology teacher. And he believes and she wants to believe. So they have two shirts for their channel. And one says believe and I want to believe. So they sent us two shirts. And because I am like his wife and my wife is like him in our beliefs, they sent us one. I think the thing custom made for us.
Well, I would like to think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so cool.
I have them right here.
Oh, you do? Oh, excellent.
Oh,
okay. This is so cool.
Okay, so I think this one was yours. This here.
There we go.
Yeah.
See?
And we got some, and this one was mine, I believe.
Suits our personalities.
Yeah. So they are amazing channel. By the way, they're having their investigational live stream, so to say, about true crimes and paranormal activities on Thursday at 10, for those of you who are interested.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Kathy is in. Sorry if I missed you coming in.
Yes, and Philip. Philip. Today was a crazy day with a lot of stuff going on. Thank you for sending me about your video. I have not forgotten. I have it opened up in that window. You did right to send it to us.
Yep.
As soon as I'm making mental note, you're remembering. As soon as we're done, we want to check it out.
Definitely.
Philip is an amazing guy. Love his videos and looking so forward to watching it. So as soon as we're done, I'm going to watch it. And then I will write a big write-up. And I haven't even seen it yet, and I'm going to give you full props because I always know you put out great work. So not a question, nothing to worry about there.
Bobby C2, hi.
Hey,
welcome
how are
back.
you?
Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
You're on.
They're the only ones with t-shirts, apparently.
No.
Marianne was saying, yeah. One of a kind.
I wasn't sure if she was joining. That is so awesome. You guys are so like, guys, anybody new here, because no one's heard, same as the gang that you're here tonight, we have that in common. This is about a gang who's just there for you, watches your videos, supports everybody in a right way, wants to grow together. And I'm glad you are all coming together tonight with some new people to meet these, because you're honestly all cut from the same cloth when it comes to that. I got to see some of the videos today, really going through them, seeing you guys read, always commenting on each one of them. Same with our guys here that you haven't met yet. Anybody here with a blue wrench, you can't go wrong mingling together. So I'm glad to see us all getting connected, because this is definitely where we celebrate the cream of the crop, is in these kind of chats and these kind of chats.
Our live streams are very friendly and very drama-free and stress-free, just chilling out. Get a drink, a coffee, or something stronger, whatever you would like, and sit back and watch us, or even just listen. Some people have started also to listen to us on their headphones while they're doing some other things. So
I'm still in the midst of.
Really appreciate.
I haven't done much lately, but hopefully this week I'm going to be turning more of them into podcasts, and so we're going to get that all set up.
We're still going to be going with our live streams on YouTube, but then turning them into the podcast. And some of you were lucky enough last week to hear our intro premiere for the podcast.
That's cool. I'm excited about the podcast. I never thought but then again, we never thought we'd do live streams, and look where we are. So.
Yes, definitely. Well, after talking with Helos and Heathens, with Neil and Annalise, and with Juliet Miranda, they're both, or all three of them are podcasters, kind of got inspired by them with their suggestions.
Guys, before we get anything else going, I owe you a great big thank you to everybody that's been coming here so far, and also to anybody who's here tonight, and hopefully you can come back and visit us again. A little over 60 days, because tonight, as you can see, is number 58 in our live stream. Something that we said we would never do, we weren't interested into, we were always behind the lens. And anybody new here, please go back and check out our cinematography from before we started the live stream, because we did put a lot of work in those. That's what's got us here. But with that said, in 60 days roughly, we got 200,000 watch minutes. 200,000 watch minutes, guys. You guys are so incredible, and I can't thank you enough. It means the world to me. We started this in February with 42 subscribers, and tonight we're at 1,618 roughly. And I can't thank you. It's from the bottom of my heart. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I gave up on it because I used to put 20, 30, 40 hours into editing for nobody to see it. And it's unreal. And yes, I'm going to monetize. I said from the beginning, and you know the main reason why is we have a business outside of here, and I believe once you monetize, YouTube does push you harder. But our number one goal is to earn money through our day-to-day with Puša Studios as a business that we do. But this is what helps it get noticed more, and we could have never done it without you guys. And I know there's people, I don't live in any dreamland. All of us got to come to that realization. Not everybody is going to come to watch your videos. Some are just coming to watch and go. And as much as it sucks, let them go. Keep their number and just run with it and stick with the people who really care about what you do. And you guys have given some of the greatest comments on our videos, not just our live streams, but the ones past. And I know people actually do appreciate what we do. And I want to thank you. It means the world to me, because I didn't care about my YouTube channel anymore until February came around, and gave it one last kick after that Peter McKinnon video. And you know what? Because of you guys, you made it worthwhile. You made a believer out of me when I didn't believe in it anymore. So I guess there really is a really, really big thanks. You are all awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Donnie, when we get to an amount that we can roll into, we're going to send you an invitation to Canada.
Yeah, that's right. This is not retirement money we're talking.
Oh my God.
We're not ones that are doing this to get rich off of it.
No, definitely. No, and as Andrew said, you know, this was started and still is part of our business channel. And live streams is more for fun and to get pushed into Montreal. Into Montreal or Canadian YouTube, so to say more. But we do these live streams for fun, and you know, 6 times a week, every day with guests every day except for Tuesday.
And we've done that from the beginning. We did our live stream. We tried to find a way we could do it to have as much integrity as we put into the videos, that it wouldn't waste you guys' time and you wouldn't feel ripped off and sharing your time. And then I see something like Panic D wrote, we now can't do nothing else at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Are we on your TV? By the way, I wanted to welcome Nature Bound. Got in. Loco Fun Sisters, welcome. Then Bring Family Vlogs as well. Doll Web Dad, thank you. Callie and Jordan Squad. Benjamin, our fashion guy.
The man himself that smells good and looks good.
Cher, welcome. And if I missed somebody, just call it out. And Ben asked a question.
Yeah.
Is the plan for the future to stick with the live streams and talk shows?
I don't think it's going anywhere. We're refining it now a little bit more. Probably we want to get a bit better equipment to do it. I didn't want to spend. I'm not going to go broke. There's one of those things that people do. Something starts to go, you know, a little hint of and they go and break the bank buying stuff.
No,
we're still not making money on. I'm not going to go and spend $4,000 in studio equipment onto it. It's not that I don't love you guys, because we have a great thing going with all of us, just the way we are. But I would like to get a bit better microphones, stands, a few things.
I don't think it's going to lose the feel of it. I mean, it's always been honest and transparent and about chatting with our guests like we would be sitting in the same living room. This is our living room.
That's right.
So we don't want to lose that feel. As for live streams, probably in the summer, there's going to be some occasional changes here and there. You know, we all travel and we love traveling. So we're going to try our best to maintain what we have. And if not, do something else instead. So you can continue following the content. And come September, who knows where we're going to be out there. But for now, we love it. We enjoy it. We are so, you know, as Andrew said, I haven't slept for a lot of time, but I was still excited to go on live stream today. Yeah. So no matter how you know tired we get, it's about getting to know people behind the channels that get us so excited.
Sorry, hon, I was reading out of the corner. I shouldn't do that because I easily. We have touched. Somebody asked if we have Patreon. No, I mean that's something maybe down the future. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure we have something running good before we do anything like that. We've thought about maybe T-shirts and stuff like that. Maybe selling some prints that we do. And,
or special freebies. We're thinking that we might do that, but definitely it would be something extra offered through. Yeah. Polynesian Vlogger asked about PayPal before, but it really doesn't feel right now. And as I suggested to him, if you want to donate it to us right now, give it to somebody in your community that really needs and share the love with us. That's going to be worth more. But thank you. We do appreciate and, you know, eventually we're going to get out something more substantial than who knows.
Dole, because we got to bring our guests on. So Dole Whip Dad asked, are you aware of interested on streamable OBS? OBS is funny. I am not doing it already because I'm that type of person that likes to go full in both feet. We just had when we started this was a very crazy time in our real life as well. We're getting into the busy season for our work. We had a lot of things going on outside, a lot of things out of our control. So unfortunately, you know, it's one of those things I just wanted to get into and I just haven't had the time. I know it's not going to be a big issue. I figure that's something I'll be doing more over the summer. You never know, though. One day we just might pop on here and have it, but it is coming for sure.
Marianne is excited about prints. Well, you can always order any of my pictures as a print. I have done single prints out, you know, not as a how's it called? Like a mass order, but like if somebody wants a print of my picture, so go to Instagram, check it out.
But it will always be something to build up the channel.
yeah,
but we're
but
not like to get rich, and we're not.
No,
we're not going to be doing like rice gum stuff on here. So that's what you're.
No,
wondering.
that would be the part of our business. That I'm, we're still doing. I'm selling there some of the prints but not as part of our YouTube thing.
Yeah.
What Dad was saying is somebody that they could get together and get our new microphone.
Oh.
You guys are so sweet. You are amazing.
Yeah. That's so cool.
You are really so sweet. My God. Kylie, love your live stream because you guys care about the community and enjoying. Yes, that's what it's all about. Like we always said when we started our live streams, is to get up close and personal with people, with channels behind it. Like with people behind the channels, that would be the better.
Exactly.
Because channels are subbing, but there are people with much more story to it than what you can see in the channel. And if you look through our past live streams, you can see amazing things that we have discovered with the channels. Like for example, a beauty channel that we had, Brenda's Beauty Vlogs, revealed to us that she has been busted. Did you know that? The soft and entertaining beauty, Brenda's Beauty Vlogs. Everybody's got a story. Yeah. Miss Kathy wrote, I love your live streams and getting to know all of your guests. So fun to interact and become better acquainted. Yeah, that's exactly what it's about. And hopefully today we are going to have the same fun and stress-free, relaxing stream with our guests at the Murisan's vlog. Can't wait. ATGH says we are going to live stream every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern for the foreseeable future. These are awesome, and you're awesome as well. And I love you guys are doing that. Good for you guys. I love how you guys are lining up usually, because it's like Helos and Panic D and ATGH Travel. Helos sometimes they are changing the times, but yeah. We got to bring our poor guests on. My God, they've been patient. It's 8:32. I didn't realize the time. Sorry for we had a late start and so many people in here. This is nice. It's really good to have such a good mix of everybody. Christopher Spence, hello. Yeah, how you doing? If you have a question to us or to our guests later on, please try and put the either hashtag Puša Studios or @Puša Studios in your sentence so I can better see it. And if I don't, just copy paste it again, just in case I miss it. Oh, I see a face pop up. Hey! How are you? I love that.
Guys, I apologize in advance for the wig. This is for all your people. Don't ever bet people. It's just a bad idea. It's a really bad idea.
I don't know. I think it's a good marketing gimmick. I think it's working well in your favor, my friend. Work it.
I thought the same thing. I was like, it's a win-win anyway. If I win, my friend gets to shave his head bald. If I lose, people are gonna laugh at me, so it's okay. It's a win-win all over.
You brought the wig, right, that you had on a while ago?
Yeah, I did. I have so many. I just bought them. And I ordered a toupee too. That's.
I like how you said you can return them later on. That's what I'm
100% returning these. I didn't want to take the tag off this one.
What was the bet, by the way? That's a good question.
The bet was with my friend 22 Ounce Adventures. They're like one of our new friends that we got, and they're awesome. And but basically I'm a Houston Rockets fan, and he's a Warriors fan. He's from Cali, he bet me on his channel. He posted a video, and then it was like, Josh, I have a little wager with you. If the Warriors win, you got to wear a wig for the whole entire week. But if the Warriors lose, I have to shave my head. And I was like, done. Let's do this.
That's a no-brainer.
I knew 100% I was going to lose no matter what. I had no faith in my Rockets. I know that's bad to say. I just thought.
I love your style, man. I love how you run with it. I was going to say hats off to you, but actually I guess hats on would be a better statement.
And I was going to sneak in here and not wear it. But he was like, I'm watching you. And I know he's in the live stream. He's like, I'm watching. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, he said for every vlog, every live.
And then, like, we just vlogged at a kid's place. We just went to the Crayola factory. And I'm walking around with this, like, hair in my face. I had this one wig on. And, oh, man, it was brutal.
You are dedicated to it. Most people try to get out of that stuff. Like you go into full force, even out and about, you'll do it. So hey, that's
we've grown to not worry about people like that. Like when we started vlogging, you know, like we used to be like really embarrassed, like whoa, keep it low. But like we just put it out there in front of people's faces, and we just
definitely more comfortable now.
I think that's so admirable. That is to me the most terrifying thing in the world. Like even this. We were terrified. We never wanted to be in front of a camera ever, like under no circle. Like I cannot stress enough. That might sound cute or for numbers. No, we hated it. Never wanted to, never know what to say in front of it and stuff.
We are behind the lens most of the time because, you know, doing photography and video, you're behind that the gadgets.
So this was a big jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Live stream easier than what you guys are doing vlogging. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, how are you doing it?
Yeah, your mindset when you get ready with the camera, it turns on. You're looking at a lens. How do you make it happen?
It was crazy in the beginning because if you watch don't watch it, please don't watch it. In our very first vlog, I don't even want you guys to watch it. Nice. We use like our camera, we use our phone and everything else. Don't watch it. I'm literally like, hey guys, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. It's just so weird talking to a camera. I don't know who's listening. Like that's how it felt. But then we broke the ice as it got like month, it got better and better, and she broke really like she.
My favorite word to say on camera was like all the time.
Listen,
I had no idea what I was doing, what I was saying.
Yeah.
And now I feel way more comfortable on camera.
Yeah. That's so cool. I would be the person. That's why, just a side note, I would be, and that's why we asked you about it, because we did watch your first video and we've seen how quickly you guys have really jumped into it. It's unbelievable because you're so comfortable now. It's like you forget there's a camera there.
Yeah,
I love it, dude. I love it because it's like escape for us. Because like people really don't know all about us, but like if they watch our videos, they can kind of get a sort of what's going on. We're very open to everybody. Like I just told somebody on our live stream that I have a mole in my belly button. Like who does that? Like who does that? So basically, like people don't know. It's like an escape for us too. Because I mean, like we've had such a bad life, both of us. Mm-hmm. We have nobody on our side. We literally have our YouTube family, and we have like her grandma, and that's a wrap, and my brother. Mm-hmm. And it's just like escape. Like we can come here, be silly, be ourselves, and then people just watch us now. It's kind of cool.
That is so amazing.
And if we're sick, they worry about us. They message us, "Hey, how are you doing?"
I was just sick, and everybody was sending me all these messages, like, "Are you feeling better?"
It's really beautiful, man.
And
it really
that
is.
felt great to actually know that we had like people who cared about us.
I remember them asking a while ago because you said you were better. You're something about your grandma. I forget now. Sorry, there was something about you.
Your grandma is sick now.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I gave her the stomach bug.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that's what happens in love. We get everything, right? That's just
and you guys know, as parents, you know it goes in a circle. You can't get rid of that thing. It goes.
Like you were just saying your daughter's sick.
We were 5 minutes late because our daughter is really sick tonight. She's been sick since last night, and Xenia's been up all night with her, plus the long day, so she's had almost like.
I'm waiting. Who's going to be the next now? She's the first.
It's probably going to be you. Yeah. It's always the mom.
No, the mom always last. She takes care of everyone, is up all night, and then all of a sudden it's her turn.
That's exactly it.
And everybody's like, bye.
Yeah.
Have your me time.
Hon, where's the remote? You know, all those kind of sympathetic talks like that, you know.
Actually, yeah. And I'll be sitting there like, babe, the game's on. Relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's gonna be fun. Don't worry. And you're like, the dish is gonna get done, Josh. I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. Like, I'll do them in the morning.
My throat really hurts now. Yeah, I know. It is yellow, I think. You know, like completely It's not that we don't care. We're just born as Neanderthals, guys. We just gotta
exactly. I'm not saying I don't do anything, but I mean, like, Kate is 100% the rock. Like, she is. I don't know what would happen. I don't know what would. Like, sometimes I vlog alone. Like the last vlog, one of the vlogs, I didn't have her in it, and I felt like weird.
I was sick.
I was like, I don't even know what to do, and people were probably like, "No way, Josh! I know you can do a vlog," and you're like, "No, I mean, it's weird." I'm like, I don't know what to say next, and she'll stop me from things. She'll be like, "Josh, don't do that." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah,
that sounds pretty familiar.
By the way, Kathy, we were talking just a brief conversation in the chat. Is it easier to vlog in a public when there are two of you?
Yes,
definitely. When there's two of us, yes.
Because I can be like, huh, and just put it on hers, and then when people look at me, they look at.
Yeah, because she does that all the time. Talk and have all the good parts of talking, have the whole story out there and then turn it to me. I'm like, well, what's there left to say at this point?
Some of our videos, I will tell her, ask her random questions. We edit it out sometimes. Most of the time we do it. She's like, why do you do that to me? I'll be like, what do you think? And you're like, I don't even know what you're doing. And like the camera's right in our face, like boom. I was like, what?
No pressure.
It gets shoved right in her face, like, I don't know what to say. Boom.
But it is so much easier, like with angles too, like being able to capture everything when there's more than one person there.
Pardon me, guys.
When it's
Hold on,
me,
guys. Sorry about this.
I have it on just the kids, and I won't show myself at all.
Sorry about this, guys.
Occasionally, I'll pop myself in there with just like a little selfie. But that's it.
The kids are the front and center.
I had the hair change real quick because that one is so itchy. I'm like,
oh, is that the one you had on earlier tonight?
No. Yes, and that's the one he worked at the Crayola factory.
Oh,
no, this is the one. Hey, and when you put his head in front, he talks slowly like this. It was such a Kurt Cobain moment. It's like
I'm actually talking to somebody. We're talking to somebody right now about doing a video like that. I did one of my friend 22 Ounce Adventures. We're thinking about doing something like that now. Anyway, he's like, we should do something like that. It'd be cool.
Definitely.
Like with arms wide open.
Yes. The 90s that had an acoustic guitar and a pop beat behind it.
You should do another one of those parodies.
I can play guitar too, so let's go.
No, seriously, you should do another one of those parodies, just with this wig.
That parody got a lot of views, guys. We got a lot of heat on that parody. I don't know why.
You guys are awesome.
Oh
you guys are so on now, and it's such an amazing thing that you only started in like February. You have such good chemistry going.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
No, it's amazing. Like I watch you guys feeding off of each other, and without even talking, you're kind of like you can feel the waves going between each other, like where to go next and how to carry on. You finish each other's sentences, kind of thing, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I used to say it. We tried. We actually tried to do that one video. We're like, can you finish we couldn't do it. I was like,
no.
I like to eat bacon and it couldn't work. He's like, I don't know what you're saying.
Like, what are you doing?
Thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. When it doesn't happen, where it's like, babe, where's the remote at? It's right over there. Like, oh, powers, lady, powers.
Yeah.
She's over there saying she knows too. She's like, that happens to him.
Yeah.
I stand. She's like, exactly.
We always have a running joke because I was married before and there wasn't much of an age gap, and now with Xenia and I, we're actually 10 years apart. And we always have the running joke that she's my retirement fund. That's what she's like.
Oh my God!
I have a home longer, do all my thinking for me when I'm so that's.
Yeah, you better be good to me.
She's already doing it, so I guess it's not much.
Oh.
Well, not everybody invests right all the time.
we started listening to you guys. We loved you guys too because like she really loves your accent.
Yeah,
I think she told you before. She's like, I love her accent. It's so beautiful. And we started watching you guys, and we thought the same thing. You're like, your chemistry between each other is insane. Like when we watch you, we're like, they like literally know exactly what to do. Like if she gives him the eyes, like don't do it, and he gives her eye, like I'm doing it, and it's like no, don't do it. And you're like, I'm doing it, babe. And it's like, no, you're not. It's like, I'll stop right now.
Oh, that's so true.
And the knee under the table squeezed more and more.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, guys, exactly.
Or me tapping your leg when you're telling longer story. I'm sitting there tapping your leg.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of like when I don't look up at the camera in the right spot. He'll be like,
yes.
Exactly. Yep. I'm doing it right now. I think I'm looking right at our little screen board, and it's up here. And I think I'm like, yeah. So what's up? Yeah, we're the Murisan family, and it's up here, and it's like.
Yeah, I haven't looked up there one time. That's why
I just keep staring at myself. I'm like, man, this hair looks good.
It does.
Good.
It grows on you. The more you see it with you, it's like almost kind of natural. I don't.
It was funny because I put a beanie on too on top of it because I was really embarrassed of it at the factory. And people, they didn't even look at me.
Nobody looked at him weird until he took the wig off.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah, then the cat's under the bag, literally, I guess. But
yeah. We stopped the recording, and I was like, babe, this needs to come off. And I flopped it off, and people were like, oh my God. What is good?
Gotta love shock therapy, right?
Yeah.
That's what gets the numbers.
Yeah.
We have jumped in this so quickly. We haven't even had a chance to introduce you guys or anything. But
I'm sorry. It's all right. No, it's okay.
So many people know you guys already. We have a question we ask each time. It's kind of open-ended. and
Okay.
we did touch on it lightly at the beginning. I want to go back, and it's back as far as you guys feel comfortable starting, because everybody has their own points they don't want to mention. But a point back in each of your lives that you want to start from and kind of work ourselves up to the present day. Of like maybe where you grew up, a bit about childhood, or if you don't want to touch on that, you can start in high school, call it wherever you guys feel comfortable in starting.
We're open book. We'll tell you everything. We
The floor is your guys' then, wherever you feel like starting.
So where do we start? Like, how did it? Like,
a bit about yourselves, your bio, and your history.
See, this is the wife thing, right? She's explained to me. She's like, listen, Josh.
Listen. So we're going to start off by saying that we met on MySpace on the internet.
Yo, my first friend, Tom, forever.
Yeah. He slid into my DMs and was like, hey, what are you doing?
I did. And I think she got like a really messed up, missed idea of who I was.
Yeah.
Because I was like, baby, I'm like 5'9". I got nice hair. And like, and then when we first met, I was like 5'3", like I'm really short, and I'm bald, and it's like, that's like not what I found out. But yeah, so, and I had these magic insoles that made me taller, and like I was so insecure about myself, dude. I bought these insoles online that made me like, I was like, do I want to be like a 6 foot? Do I want to be like 5'9"? I think 5'9" is kind of believable, so I made myself like 5'9".
You did. True story.
I was so insecure about myself before I met her, because now I'm like, I don't even have to try anymore, But anyway. But yeah, we met on MySpace, and I think I kind of catfished her a little bit.
A little bit.
I was at Centenary College from New Jersey.
And I was at Lock Haven.
And so when I first met her, I was, we got serious, and I was like, I'm going to transfer schools. And she thought it was crazy. I did. And that monster here is our dog. He's like going nuts right now.
Yeah, sorry.
In the back,
you got to introduce him. He's part of the cast.
Yeah, right. So I transferred schools to her.
Yes.
And kind of went like on from there.
But besides talking on MySpace, we lived in the same town.
It's nuts.
He was only like a couple blocks away down the street. So I was up at Lock Haven where his best friend actually went to college, and he was going to go to Lock Haven first before Centenary.
I got a free education to go there, yeah.
And I was up at Lock Haven. He transferred up, and then I was like, wait, you're from my town, which I won't name or anything, but we grew up in the same town. And it was just so crazy that the kids that we used to play with.
Same house.
He was at that same house when I was like 7 or 8 years old.
And I never believed in faith before, but like, and I'm not trying to get cheesy right now, but
no.
It had to be fate. Like, it's nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And we first met, and people are like, opposites attract. I don't know if I believe that as much, in my opinion, because we're like the same people. We have the same struggles, and like I feel like it makes us so much stronger as parents.
Yeah.
Because
everything that we've been through with our family dynamic, we want the total opposite for our children. Yes. And that's what we're trying to do for them. And we're like making like a video diary of how we are happy and trying to make other people happy. Well, technically, sometimes we don't feel it. Yeah. We actually, days that we're actually down and out are the days that people are smiling the most at us, with us, which makes us happy. Mm-hmm.
And like, and like lately, I mean, like when we kind of in college, we went like 4 years college. I didn't graduate.
I did.
She did. We got pregnant in college, her last year. So it kind of worked out, but she got pregnant our last year. We had a miscarriage. So we felt like,
hear that.
It's okay.
So young at our age, like we were like 21 years old, 22, 21. We're so young. We didn't know how to take that, and it was really rough for us. Especially as like, I feel like I'm really emotional. I think she's not that emotional, but
no, I am an emotional person.
So it was rough.
Yeah, I think it was more so because we were so nervous about it, and I was so nervous to tell my grandma, who was actually the person who was taking care of me because of my family dynamic and where my mom and dad is, which I could get into.
If you want, it's up to you. Whatever you want to talk about.
It was difficult because when we had the miscarriage, it was snowing. It was around, what movie was that reminded me about it? That Valentine's Day movie.
It was like a movie called Blue Valentine. It was like, it's actually a really good movie, but yeah.
It was a great movie, but it was snowing and it just reminded me of the whole
it was like a blizzard
situation.
that night too. It was like really up in the mountains when you're up that high up in like Penn State, because that's where we were, like Penn State up in there. When it snows, it doesn't just snow, it's like a blizzard up there.
Yeah.
And it was just the two of us, and that's what I'm noticing our whole time. It's just the two of us. Our best Thanksgiving at my college dorm was the two of us sitting on our floor with KFC, like chicken bowls with potatoes and like heat up corn from the microwave. But they're like our best memories. Like all these struggles like lead us to this family.
Yeah, and it's amazing because people think like, you know, they think we're really funny and everything, but like we do like want people to know like, you know, this is us. And I mean, we kind of hide a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff people know in our videos. Like my mom was just in prison. Her dad has been in prison for a long time.
My whole life, and he's actually going to be coming home in November. I haven't seen him since I was like 10.
Oh.
To be able to actually hold him and so forth like that, but.
Yeah, and I think that people they see us and they're like, I don't know how that like they're that person on camera when they're that happy, and then they have all this stuff in the back. We try to put it in the background. We don't want you guys seeing a lot of that. But like it'll come out in our videos. Trust me, like it already has. Like one of the video, I just broke down and cried. I mean, like it was rough to get there. But I want people. Yeah, I want people to see that. I want people to know that this we are like who we are.
Relatable, you know, to show you like we're going through the same things as many other people out there watching us. So if they need to reach out on Twitter or Instagram or anything about one of the topics we may bring up at some point, we could be there for them. You know, for how people weren't there for us, we could potentially be that person for them.
And I love that you guys do that, because I think especially because we know there's so many different, I call them specialty channels, and you guys fit into the family dynamic one. I think there's a lot of pressure on a lot of the family channels to try and put on this Disney-style happy channel all the time. And I think they think that's the way they got to get to where they're going, is only by doing that. And that's what especially through the research we did, because we did that once we find out you guys are coming on, we really got much more. Seeing that you guys really do that it is happy, that you're right to celebrate, but it's not like something unattainable for anybody. There is a real life going on. It's not just when the cameras go on. I don't see the kids crying because you've done 22 takes to try and make them look like they're holding stuff in the air the right way.
Make sure you've got this coffee in the background for a sponsorship tape. Make sure she gets them in the background.
I hate you. I'm never staying for this anymore. Do you want to make it big on YouTube? Do you want to? Do you want to?
Exactly.
I can hear the conversations going on, you know, as you're watching it. But you guys don't do that, and that's why it's so sincere, and that's why people can relate. And I think that's why you have a strong group that follow you. You do that. Integrity does count for a lot in this day and age.
And inspiration too. You know, like you were saying, it kind of relief for you, so to say, when you vlogs as well, and the channel in general. You know, to brighten up your life and days and get you know, off that background for a moment. And then it inspires a lot of people too, who goes maybe through similar things as you are. Some
people are just waiting for a family like you to come along to tell them that things can be better.
Like it really can. Like I never thought that would. I was a little bit weird. Like I had a plan. Like I mean, like what guy has a plan? I had a plan. I was like, want to get married by 23. I was like that, like watching Clueless in my room. Like, oh my god, I want to get married by 23. I want a wife. I want to have kids, and that's like literally how I wanted, because I was thriving there. It's a kind of a funny thing, but like I was thriving that when I was younger. Like all I wanted to do when I was younger is be like a father, and like because I saw my father, never saw my father. So all I wanted to do in life was just had a family. Like that's all I wanted, and I finally got it, and it was like unbelievable. Like it was almost like kind of not true. Like in my head, I was like, this can't be real. Like so, like right away, I asked her to marry me. Like
right away.
Like right away, I was like, babe, marry me now. She's like, are you serious? Like, do it right now.
I want you to tell that story, because I know from your videos that it happened more than once.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh man. You want to know?
Well, the first time he asked me was in my dorm room. We were actually just laying down to go to bed, and he just kind of just said it to me. No,
I think it was like the first week I actually met her too. Man, I was cold.
No, it was like a couple weeks into talking and so forth. But we dated for a full month online before actually meeting.
Online. We were serious online.
So, you know, I don't know. But so he asked me the first time in our dorm room. The second time was with his grandma, who is like his pride and joy.
Yeah, my grandma's
She gave her ring to him and said, give her something special.
Oh.
So he gave me his grandma's ring, which I knew was something that meant something to him because of how much she means to him.
Yeah, my grandma raised me.
And then he would see her little gold ring on me, and he would be like, I just want to get you your own ring.
Yeah, we have like, we don't have that much money, so it's kind of like when we were younger, even then, like, I mean, I got her this ring. I wanted to be different. I wish I had to be like a little bit different because I think I'm like unique, but I'm really not. But like,
unique.
Yes.
I tried to get like a heart ring. I was like, man, I see all these diamonds, baby. I'm getting the heart ring because it's cheaper. Because I'm getting you because it's so unique, and that's what I'm doing because it's cheaper, and that's why I'm getting for you, baby. And then like it's cheaper. So then that's exactly what I did. It was like $199. That's done. It was
it was. Like, so he got me the heart ring, but he had all these ideas to propose to me. It's okay.
What's going on with our dog?
He's just itching.
This is like our kids when we're trying to record like on live stream. They're like, elbow in the back, like, oh, daddy.
I think he's touched by the story too. That's why.
He's like, great deal.
No, what I was saying was he had so many ideas to propose the correct way. He finally wanted to do it because he knew that was. I watch all those YouTube videos.
My wife is always on YouTube watching. She's like, every time he gets me, I'm like, he just said, will you marry me? She's like, from a plane. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh my God.
So one of his ideas was to put these little messages in the fortune cookie from Chinese food.
Oh, it was brutal.
And he had all of them, and he was ready to slide the message in one. And his younger brother, Alex, smashing all of the fortune cookies.
He went full Wreck-It Ralph on me. And I was like, what are you doing, Wreck-It Ralph? What are you doing? And he's like, I just got down on my knees and said, we made it. It was over.
So we went to a restaurant, and he asked me there officially.
And then it almost didn't go well because I was like, babe, you need to use the bathroom because I went and write on a receipt. You know, I guess that's romantic. So I went and write on a receipt at Burger King. No, it's not wasn't Burger King. But I went and write on the receipt, like, will you marry me when it comes? She's like, I don't have to go to the bathroom. Why are you being so weird? And I'm like, babe, come on, don't you got to go to the bathroom? You just had some chili. She didn't. I'm lying. I'm lying. I made that up.
He loves to do that.
I do that to her all the time. I'm sorry, guys.
I'll yell at him later.
Yeah, she will. I'm just joking.
I'm squeezing him under the table, guys.
My knees are feeling it right now.
And this woman doesn't eat chili. I'm the one who eats all the chili, and it shows. So then I went to write the receipt on the receipt, and she's like, I don't have to go to the bathroom, Josh. Relax. And I'm like, all right. So I was like, maybe I got to go to the bathroom. Maybe that'll make her go, right? I'm like, well, I got to go. And when I was in the restaurant, I don't know why, but these people were drunk, like peeing on the wall. I was like, this is like maybe it's a sign not to marry this woman. Like, I don't know what's going on. Because the guy was like, bro, I had such a crazy night last night. I'm like, you're not even on the urinal, dude. You're like on the wall. He's like, ugh. And I was like, what is going on? And I was like, this is a bad sign. And so I went back and I just got down on my knee and just stayed in front of everybody, and that was it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He already asked me like another 20 times. So I was like, is this like the official time?
I was like, baby, I got you a ring right here from Zales. I was like, boom.
It was another ring, another heart ring.
Yeah, I got to pay
an upgrade to the heart.
I'm going to pay it off in like 6 years, but I got you, babe.
Oh my God, you guys are so sweet.
Yeah, and the story is amazing. Oh, God, you cracked me up. Oh, I can barely even keep myself together
and
right
see,
now.
this story of all these multiple proposals is unique.
Yeah.
I guess it is. I guess like my kids won't care, but I guess when later on in life when they're like, how did you guys meet? I'm like, you have like all day open because it's gonna be a while.
Uh-huh.
So a little guy named Josh, right? Me. I was like 5'4", and then I can go on from there. And then like, are we really that short? I'm like, still am.
Yeah.
Miss Kathy says that's funny. That's exactly how Chris proposed to me. Kept wanting me to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Women, listen to me now. Just go to the bathroom.
Oh. As a side note, you guys were talking about meeting online. I don't know if you know that Xenia and I met online as well. We met in a video game called Second Life.
What? Oh, Second Life. Oh my God. I knew about Second Life. You can go on there like playing guitar, like and look at like it's like a little like Minecraft type. Not it was like Sims more like, right?
Yeah, it's like the Sims. Everything in the real.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, how are you? You can like mess with somebody like, how are you doing? And you'd be like just playing guitars like. Boop, 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 boop.
She was in Latvia. We were 7,000 kilometers apart. I was in Montreal. She was in Latvia. And we got dropped in the same spot and just stayed friends. And we didn't play the game very long, but stayed friends, kept in touch. And
that's awesome.
That was a long time ago. God,
as you said, was quality online relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
With a 7-hour time difference. So when it was,
are we like twinsies right now? We both met each other online. Are we like twinsies?
I'm starting to wonder myself. I was thinking that about 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
I'll message my address. We're meeting up tomorrow for coffee, okay?
Well, we'd like to get you guys to Montreal sometime, or vice versa.
Yeah.
I would love
I know.
Listen, we want to travel.
From there.
Yeah, her favorite singer is from Montreal. I don't know if you heard of her.
Lights.
What?
She's amazing.
She's like electronic pop girl.
I love her.
Lights.
Yeah, Xenia's gonna check that out. Definitely, we'll check.
She's like exactly what we're into, like comics and like electronic music. We like all types of music, but like I don't know if you even watch her videos. Like you do, you saw. But I'm saying like most of my editing is all like EDM music. Like I put all this EDM music in there. I just like that. I don't know why.
Well, it does. I mean, it's such a versatile music, and it kind of fits mood easy in that. It's got like a good beat to it. I find it's very good to set your moods to.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can drop down.
More specific.
Exactly. And I spend like, I know I edit, like we get videos up every day. But like I literally will listen to music all day long when I'm driving, like in my headphone or my speakers. And I want to find that right one. Like I'll listen and be like, that's it. And I'll save it. And I'll be like, I love that song. I'm going to put it in the video tonight.
I used to work for a big music company here in Canada. That's what I used to do. And I was a drummer years ago. I used to be in a thrash metal band. I used to have hair down like almost to my waist.
What?
Oh, man.
We are twinsies because I used to be in a hard rock band.
No way. That's my old tattoo from the drum magazine from Tama Drums in the 80s. That was my first tattoo I got. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any tattoos yet. Is that like make me like not cool?
You're not missing much. I just remembered I had them the other day when we talked. It's been 3 months. Sometimes when I'm shaving, I'm like, oh yeah, those stupid things. So I'm not one that's all proud of them and like walking around bragging. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Tell us about your band.
Like, bro, right here, 87.
Tell us about your band. Were you in it when you guys met?
Yeah, I was, and that's another horrible story, guys. So basically, I was like, babe, I wrote you a song. And she didn't know what kind of music I was into. I was in a weird stage, guys. Don't judge me. I was in a weird stage. So like, listen, she's like, I made a song for you, and she's like, oh, I can't wait to hear it. So I sent it to her. It's like, it's like, what is going on right now? It's like, blah, 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 blah.
I was like, I don't know that I can do this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you hear those lyrics? They're all about you, baby. And
I was like, I didn't even know what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I do make music. I not like screaming music. I made like acoustic music and all that stuff. I won't show anybody that music though. I had like 3 albums out. I will show nobody that. Nobody's gonna find it. Trust me. Unless
softer music.
It was really soft. Yeah.
I could understand.
It was like acoustic guitar and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna play that. All you guys are gonna get is like Drake parodies of Coffee. That's all you're gonna get from me.
I think within the next, I'm gonna say in the next 6 months, I think something's gonna leak out a little bit.
It will probably.
Yeah.
It's nothing bad though. It's all actually like. It's actually really like I'm being conceited.
Family friendly.
It's still family friendly. Like we are always gonna be family friendly. We will never curse. We will never do anything in our videos that we don't think our kids are gonna be proud of later on in life. Like I don't want our kids watching back and be like, Josh, what were you doing? Like you were literally like running down the street naked for views. It's like, babe, I was just trying to get viral. It's like I will never do something like that. I promise you guys.
All right, my oldest son is 20. I want to give you one little bit of fatherly advice.
Whatever
you do, they will be embarrassed of you. I guarantee you, no matter how much you think you've tiptoed the line, how safe you thought you played it, I was
Josh Sheena for like a whole day.
Yeah.
Josh Sheena at Target, man. I can already think in my head what she told her kids, or her friends at school, because she tells everything at her school. I can already say, my dad was a woman yesterday. I was like, babe, don't do
Yeah.
He went to Target and everything.
I already told our teacher ahead of time, like, it's not real life. It's just for fun.
Yeah. Do you hear any stories? You know, oh, there's the rocker man.
Oh my god. We have a Manic Monday coming up again. We had one where we had 5 different YouTubers, different levels of playing music instruments, just getting together one night and jamming together. So it would be nice to have you on when we have the next one. That's what your chance.
Can I hop in, guys?
Yeah, and you need the hair. That's
it's my time to shine now.
Yeah.
You can't give that one back now.
I don't know. I'm really nervous sometimes, but hey, baby. I'm just kidding.
Good voice.
No, that's fake, guys. I'm not real voices.
Doesn't matter. Your work works.
I'll be real good. You put like auto-tune on me. I'm telling you right now.
Have you ever seen a movie called This Is Spinal Tap?
No, but that sounds really familiar.
Yeah. One of the guys that's into it is one of the voices from The Simpsons, and they did it years ago, and it was making fun of all the 80s rock documentaries. And they do a whole parody of it. It's one of these cult classics, and with the hair on and the beard, like you look like you're just ready to jump into action onto it.
Anytime you guys meet me, I'll be over here.
That's right.
And our lights are so bright, and this is our window right here next to us. So everybody who's driving down the street is probably seeing like this.
Oh, well, that's
move on, lady.
It's a good
move on.
Piece.
I'm wondering what the neighbors are thinking.
If you were just walking a dog real slow, it's like, not again on my lawn. But yeah. I'm not that serious. I'm sorry.
Man, you guys are live wires. I love it. I love the energy. Because you guys are already live streaming today, and now to do this, like you guys are troopers.
We actually wanted to quit live streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it was like a lot of work on top of the daily videos, because we both go to work and then.
Yeah, I think people think we don't work because they're like, how do you get up videos every day? It's like we both have full-time jobs, guys.
Yeah. So I'll get home probably around like 3:10, 3:15, and then he'll be home around like 4:30. So we already have to have the idea in our head of what we're doing. Yeah. We have to get it out and finished within like an hour and a half. And then he goes to editing, and then I go to dinner, baths, homework, and then we go to trying to promote it and watch other people's videos and all that.
Yeah, we try to support so many people, and it is so hard, guys. Some people are like, you haven't watched my video yet. I'm like, we will watch your video. It's just
I get to them.
It's real hard. Like we'll be sitting in bed till like 1 or 12 o'clock in the morning just watching people online. Like, we don't even watch TV no more.
Well, us we're about around the same, I think, pretty much in our numbers. And with that numbers, it is hard to follow everybody. Like I finally had to start using the heart a little bit, you know, where I used to always write to everybody, watch another one right away, plus go back and comment, keep the ball rolling. And I'm just running out of hours in the day to do it anymore, and I feel so guilty. Like we don't do this Sunday. We do it 6 days a week. But the live stream is a lot of work, especially with guests, because like we're contacting people, they're contacting us, trying to get them booked, trying to get the pictures, biographies, watch their videos to do research. But then comes the whole other part of watching what everybody else is doing to make sure they don't feel neglected.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
There's a lot of guilt with it. Do you guys get that sometimes? Like as you've gotten bigger now, like you feel guilty sometimes you can't give what you want.
Yeah, I feel guilty in like a lot of different areas, not just on YouTube. Like I feel guilty with like the housework in the house, like keeping up with all of that. Because I'm a very like clean person.
Yeah, she like literally if I throw pants on the ground, like if
I get really overwhelmed because everything needs to have like a spot. So like I let things kind of go a little bit because we're on YouTube. We don't watch like all of our shows and stuff.
Yeah, we were getting some good shows too before we met YouTube. Yeah. We were like watching like these awesome shows like 9/11. What was the other one? A Good Doctor. Oh my God,
so many good shows. But then we turned down, the good shows. You like Good Doctor?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love it.
We cry like every episode.
I couldn't get into any new like medical shows after House. House was my like all-time favorite medical TV show, and after it ended, I like couldn't get anything in. But this kind of looks a little bit more similar to that, so yeah.
I never saw House. Have you seen House?
You watch it if you like the Good Doctor. House is amazing. Like I mean, obviously it's an older show, but it's amazing. It's different.
We'll check it out whenever we
Yes.
whenever we have like a whole week of
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah. And then we start ignoring each other a little bit too, because he's over there editing and I'm over trying to get back to people's comments too. So it's like you feel guilty not showing each other attention.
And then last night I loved it because we got to literally just sit down and watch a movie together. And it was pretty cool. After the game, of course, but then after the game, it was movie time.
It is hard. Like we had shows like we watched like the have you ever seen The Americans?
No, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah, I never.
Too.
Like, well, of course, because Xenia grew up in there. She was like, where she grew up, Latvia was part of the Soviet Union. The wall fell when she was 6. She can remember the tanks coming into Latvia on the last stand and leaving in her grandfather's car, hiding in the back seat as the tanks were coming into the city. So she was, that was kind of a definite show. And I'm a huge Soviet times buff, so we got into that show. But we had to watch the last 5 episodes, like, what? A month after it ended.
You feel guilty, right?
You
you feel guilty about not watching that 5 episodes. You're like, man, I'm letting my show down. I haven't watched 5 episodes.
It's like you got nothing, nothing left, and you love what you're doing, but there's almost, you feel like everything just falls by the wayside. Something you can never let fall by the wayside. Even those things, recreational things, fall by the wayside.
Yeah, exactly. And in our channel too, like we won't ever let our kids, like if they don't want to do something, we won't. That's why you see us sometimes, only us in our videos, because our kids, maybe they don't want to do it. Maybe they just want to go outside and play. So we don't want to like literally force them. Like, no, you're getting in this video and we're smashing eggs on each other. It's gonna be family friendly. We're not gonna do that.
You like it.
You're not eating tonight if you don't do it. It's like, no, we will ask them, hey, do you want to play this challenge? And if they're like, yeah, daddy, then we'll do it. And if we don't think a challenge or something is safe enough for our kids to, we won't do that either. Like, we won't let them do that.
No. Well, I mean, that's why I was saying a while ago why your channel comes off the way it does, because you can notice that it doesn't feel forced in any way, and it's better to do it that way. Why have a kid sitting there like, you can tell when a kid has just been crying or they really feel uncomfortable. Anyway, with the cameras right on them, so it's not like it can be hidden. Yeah,
you can't hide that. No editing can. I mean, if there is, let me know, because I can put hair on my head. But if there's gonna be a mask, I think this mask right here, maybe just go up a little bit higher from my hairline, but. If there could be, let me know about it, because
we'll look back and maybe that'll be our new merch. We can sell that too.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you decide? Like, first of all, how did you decide to start doing it? Because there was a moment, probably, when you like, what made you click? Okay, let's do this. And second question, how do you decide on what to vlog about on an everyday basis?
All right, so like. This is like true. We knew, like, I've always known about YouTube for like ever since it's been open, but I actually we both didn't know that you could have a YouTube channel and subscribe to somebody. We thought that people would just be like an uploader, right? And then we just upload videos of stupid stuff, like, like people jumping or running down naked across the street, or like jumping off bridges or into water. We didn't know about that stuff. And we're like really big into fitness. We're flexible dieters. I don't know if you ever heard about that, but we're macro people. So like we check our fats, our proteins, like our sugars, our carbs. Lately, like the last 3 months, we've been way off schedule. It's so bad. But because of YouTube. But like we started watching somebody called Bradley Martin. He's my favorite lifter. And there was a kid on there. He was training him, and I was like, man, this kid, I wish he had he made videos, and we didn't like know that he actually was a big YouTuber, and his name was Alex Wasabi, and it was like, check his channel out, and I was like, channel, and I went to his channel, and it's like, make sure you please subscribe, do this, hit the bell, everything else, and I was like, oh, I didn't know about that. And like, so we fell in love with this kid Alex Wasabi, and ever since then we were like, let's make a channel.
We watched all of his videos, like every single night. We were just binging like 6 episodes and watching the full length of them.
And like, we feel like our family was crazy enough, and we were like, you know what, our family is like, we're just an ordinary family doing well, I think people should see this, like, and we just started doing it. And then there was another family called, I don't know if you know who these guys are. You probably do.
The Ace family.
The Ace family.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yes, I've seen a couple of videos. I haven't, like, not tons, but I know them.
Well, not follow, but I have them on Instagram too.
Yeah, so we saw them. We're like, they're family vlog. That's cool. So then we started doing that, and then the whole family friendly thing just kind of came into our head. Like, let's not do anything crazy.
Because a lot of what we vlog is what we would normally do on our normal weekends. Like,
besides like egging each other in the head. That's just a little twister.
Yeah, I was gonna get to all the games and the challenges. Some of them are a message to us separately, like to try them out, or they want us to do it, so we do it. Or we'll just end up coming across them
and say this would be fun to do. Let's try it.
Yep, that's how.
But so we started off. We saw some guy named Alex Wasabi, and then we followed him, binged him, and then we were like, let's make a channel.
Yeah.
And we just did with our phones. We started off like I think the first month and a half.
Yeah.
With our phones, and you could tell.
Definitely.
And I've never edited. I never knew how to edit. Never knew how to do any of that stuff. So I feel like I'm getting better as we go on. But I've never done anything editing wise. I make beats and music.
Yeah, but that's good. That if you do beats, it helps. That's 3/4 of the editing.
Exactly. I felt like it was like a help to me. Yeah, I feel like it was a help to me because I could slice and know where to slice and everything else. And I was like, this works.
It does. That's like most of my. I don't know. You guys remember some of my cinematic videos before I started doing the live streams?
Yeah.
Like, they're all timed out. They're like, that's where I zoom in. I want everything note for note, half note. I want it bang on, the same as I would be playing. And I did study editing before, but that's what I use. I always write most of my videos were always made with music before I had footage.
Oh, wow.
The song writes everything. Like there's a video I did. She Brought the 80s Back to Montreal is one of my favorites. It's with my niece. And that's all made out of B-roll footage of driving through Montreal, my niece photo shoot that Xenia did with her. But I had this song for 6 months. I sang it in my head. I've played it like 5,000 times. And I was just waiting for the right footage to come along.
And that's how you are with your music.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was.
Yeah,
you're right.
Great minds think alike, right?
Twinsies.
Videos are great though. You use like a special effects and transitions and everything there. It looks cool. And I mean, you started not so long ago.
Yeah, February for
you know, it looks like a full-fledged developed YouTube channel.
Yeah, I literally like I love I blow I glow is the word glow.
I don't know.
Hold on, guys. Is gloat the word, babe? I'm kidding. Yeah, so I really love when people say in our comments that like great editing, and they might be lying. They might just be saying that like great editing, and I'll be like, thank you.
No, but it is.
Oh, no,
and you're very good at not overdoing it. You do it when it's needed, and that's what people don't realize. Everybody gets so caught in the effects. It's like always number 10, number 10, number 10. Whatever the maximum number is, that's where we're going. And it's like, it's just spice on top of the food. It's not the ingredient. Like, it's just little thing. Sometimes you can do it over the top, but it's when it calls for it, you know? And I think you're doing quite well. What do you use for editing, by the way?
Final Cut Pro.
Oh, you're using Final Cut Pro.
Yeah. So we started off with other programs that like I felt like were really good, but then I was like, I heard like Alex Wasabi, my favorite YouTuber. I heard him using this. I was like, gotta be just like this guy, man. We gotta do it just like him. He's got 10 million subscribers. Let's do it, babe. Yeah, so like that's what happened. But like I feel like when I'm editing now, I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to get better at like the timing, where like it's like music is like in EDM music, you know, the build-ups and everything. So I'm trying to get better at that, like, you know, build-ups, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, speed everything up. Like I'm trying to get better at that with the music. I'm trying to get cut perfectly with the music and everything else.
Well, I think you're doing pretty good on it. Usually what I do is I lay down the track, and I think, because I use Adobe Premiere, and I think I Final Cut in years, but because I'm mostly I'm PC based, but usually what I do is the same with markers, is like the shortcut is M. So I'll put on the song and I'll let it play like 3 times so I get the loop really going in my head, you know, where there's 16s, where it's the 4s and blah, blah. And then I'll go dun 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 dun, and I'm hitting M all the time and putting all my markers down. Dun 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 dun.
I never thought of that. Thank you.
Is she squeezing him under the table? I see her face.
Thank you.
I seen it into the camera. Because I didn't want to hit the table. She does that when we type. She doesn't realize. Sometimes she'll get typing to people in the chat. She'll be like, it's like hun, camera shaking, rattling. It sounds like we're in a garage. For the love of God and all that's holy.
Sounds like actually in a concert. Yeah.
She doesn't even type like that when we're not on air. For some reason, when we're on air, she goes into hyper noise. I don't know if she's...
Because I have my laptop halfway hanging from the table, and I don't want it to fall down.
So
yeah.
Pressure that's going to keep it there. See, guys, we're learning about physics tonight. Now, this is the moral of tonight.
Well, now,
the
Tuesday
physics.
Tech Talk is tomorrow.
If you don't want to move it, hit it as hard as you possibly can. So, just a little side note for anybody taking notes out there. You know.
But yeah, that's actually a really good. That's like a really good tip. I actually appreciate you saying that because, as of like you used to play drums, you're probably way better at timing like that. But as a guitar and like keyboard and all that stuff, you have that perfect timing, and like I'm used to it. So if I think about that now, like that would be so perfect. So I mean, thank you for telling me that because that literally just I'm literally so now like it's kind of weird because I'm like I get crazy like a high from like trying to do these edit videos. Like I can't wait to edit the video. I can't wait to get in there, put this music to this, find this effect to that effect, and then figure it out. And then I try to come up with these little ideas about us doing different things. Like, can we do commercial breaks? Like, can we do that?
Yeah.
And that's we try to do that, those little commercial breaks. And then like we try to. She literally comes up with almost every idea. I think people getting a wrong impression on me. They're like, Josh comes and going, this woman right here.
I come up with the ideas
Comes
and
up with
he edits
so many
them.
ideas.
And that's why we're so good together.
People think they're like, that was totally Josh's idea.
They do say that
100%. This woman is like, I have a great idea we could do with the kids today. Let's go to the park. Let's do this. Let's film here. Let's have a water gun fight. It's hot out. And then we do it. And then it's boom.
Yeah.
And I take the credit for it. People are like, Josh, you great ideas. And I'm like, stop that. My woman's going to kill me, man.
Yeah. So the video that he loves the most, that he was so proud of, was our 1,000 subscriber video.
Yes.
We stayed up so late after that went out, and we were just like giggling and laughing and like watching it over and over again.
That was a bad night though, because
that was the day that we found out about his mom going into prison and so forth.
I feel
it's
like
a scene.
Yeah, we were at the highest point in our YouTube. I feel like at that moment, we were so extremely happy. We were like giggling and laughing till like 3 a.m. We were like, that video though was so awesome. They're so fun.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like I get a phone call in the morning that my mom is in prison. And I'm like, oh, what happened?
Yeah,
And
that's kind of shows like our life. Like we have whatever happens and we have that high, we know that low is soon behind it because we just feel like we can never have that high without that low. We can't, stay consistent with those highs.
Can I tell you guys something? And I don't mean to cut into it, and this is not to put on us. Remember you said a while ago about like kind of like twins? The more we're talking, the more our stories are intertwining so much. It's unbelievable. And that's been kind of our life. We've had a lot of like things happen, like these really extreme things that people don't. We lived a lifetime when most people never lived, in 40 years. It seemed like we covered in the first couple of years together. And we had our daughter born in the province of Saskatchewan. I moved out there because long story short, in Quebec, it takes a long time to immigrate here, even though it's part of Canada. Each province has their own quotas.
So I'm sorry to cut you off. Were you born out of the country too, or like?
No, I was born in Quebec.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eastern Quebec.
Sorry.
But I've lived most of my whole life in Montreal. But Quebec, they want more French-speaking people. So even though she had like a degree in 3 languages because she didn't speak French, it would have taken about 3 years. So I left that music company I was telling you about. And I'm working this great not executive, but pretty much higher middle management. Excuse me. I go out and I start driving truck again. I haven't done 11 years. I'm hauling oil in Saskatchewan. Never been there, right in the crude oil fields.
Oh my gosh.
She's pregnant, and we go to cross the border because she's never been to the States. We come back into Canada. They hold us. They take her in and interview her for 3 hours. They won't let us see each other. They take my truck. They tear it all apart. I have our other son sitting there. Ends up, they weren't going to let her back into Canada because she applied for permanent residency, but she was here on a visitor status, and that's technically illegal to start a life. So they were going to ship them that night to Minot and fly them back to Latvia, and she would have been banned out of the country for 5 years.
That is rough.
Oh my goodness.
But then our daughter was born with no health care coverage because she wasn't a permanent resident yet, so she had to go for 5 days in labor in a hotel in Estevan, Saskatchewan, with a doctor. No doctor even wanted us. She had no pediatric coverage, nothing. And
wow.
We had a doctor that gave her time, and she had to hide her inside of the hospital one night. They had to make a fake room. and gave us the key code to get into this hospital. We had to sneak up the back entrance to monitor her for one night, and we had to be out in the morning before the day shift came in. And
that's insane.
That is amazing.
like these kind of stuff, and like her mom, like she's an only child, and her grandmother died 3 weeks. Her mother died, 55 years old, and she was left an only child. You know, no more parents, no more grandparents, nobody to go back home to, 7,000 kilometers away, and I'm even just starting to tip it, you know, and people dying in our family that was like of a malpractice by a doctor. I mean, it's just been unbelievable.
There's been lots of things that one after another. Short story.
Guys, I don't even know what to say about that. That's amazing. No, thank you for telling us that story, because that's pretty awesome. Like, not awesome, but like it's awesome you guys open up to us like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
and
a
I
lot.
didn't want to take away from you guys. I just was saying, like, the more you're talking, the more we're looking for thinking they're like twins. Going,
I think I just felt, honestly, because I love when people will open up like that, and that's insane. I'm sorry about all that, but thank you so much for like telling us that story. I feel like we're like people, like we're like family now, you know?
Yeah, it is. I agree, and it is. You know, that's one thing we've said about these live streams. Doing this, nobody will ever look at your channel again after they get to talk to you for an hour and a half. Or hear you talking. I mean, they'll always answer you with more deeper, you know, they'll be more connected to you, because it's like, first it's like giving out a business card. This is where we all sit down for a business lunch and everybody gets to know each other better.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
Canadian health is good. It's just I wasn't really Canadian, you know, yet, and baby doesn't count till it's born.
The moment the baby was born, Audrey was a Canadian citizen, but until the moment she was born, we had Blue Cross coverage, but they only cover up to 31 weeks.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my God.
What he was on is only was 2 prenatal visits, and that's all.
Yeah, that was it.
Two visits and 1 ultrasound. That's all I got.
So since I told you that part, I'll just tell you quickly what happened at the end. Finally, that morning was 5 days. We lived 80 kilometers. So that's what, 50 miles? We'll say 40 miles from the hospital. And we went to this hospital because if we went to the other one in the city of Regina, it was going to cost another $1,000 a day more to be there.
Plus, it was like -50 and a snowstorm coming any day.
Yes. In December.
I was considering doing like delivery at home because that's how bad it was getting.
What is going on?
And
this story's intense.
Yeah, and I'm like,
keep going.
There are no midwives there, like here in general. It's just starting, right? No doulas, no midwives. So it's like, I don't care. I'm gonna do it because it was so much easier. But then we got to the hotel.
So he induced her, and she induced her, and in 4 days she was in labor at a hotel in Estevan, like this Days Inn hotel. And I would go downstairs like to have a cigarette and stuff like that. You know, the father pacing. She wouldn't come down, of course. So everybody got to know me, and everybody's asking me, "Is she okay? How's she doing? Do you need anything?" And one night at 2 a.m, I said she has a really sore back, and this janitor, who we don't know from anybody because we don't have any family out there. We'd only been there, what, a little over a year.
Yeah.
And he drives about 20 minutes away back home to get my wife a hot water bottle and bring it back so her back would have some relief through the night. And it's just this continuous outpouring and people asking. And finally the morning came, and we were just about to go home, and then she went into full-on contractions. Oh, and by the way, the doctor stayed most of the 4 days at the hotel. She was doing her paperwork in the back.
The rebellion doctor.
That's quite cool, though.
Not a penny from us to this day for doing it.
Wow.
He was an immigrant from Ireland, I think.
Scotland. Well, it's in the UK.
Yeah. And then she just had that rebellion thing.
So she goes into full labor, and like, what do we do? What do we do? And I go down, and I'm like, she's going to labor. Do you have a wheelchair? And they're like, no, we don't have any. So they gave us the office chair from the front reception. I take it upstairs, put her in it. She has no clothes, so we just wrap her in a blanket. I'm pushing her down the hallway. All the women that work there are bawling and crying behind me. They're so excited. They're just crying and crying and crying. Roll her out, get her to my car. The doctor
I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry right now, man. Where's wrong with you guys, man? Come on, man.
Well, she had the baby. We got there, and 10 minutes later, our daughter was born. And they charged $2,300 Canadian for the night. And it wasn't even by 24 hours. If we stayed past midnight, they were going to charge another $2,300. And we had to leave by 7 o'clock the next morning. They were discharging her. So we said, well, what's the point? So we brought her home, and her first night with us was at the Hotel Estevan. lay in our room, and that's was our first.
And then the people in the hotel was so amazing that in the morning when we were
giving birth.
They all got their money together, and when we were there signing out of the hotel, they got us a duffel bag full of stuff already pre-washed for anything that we would need for the just born baby, you know, like diapers and first clothes.
We had 6 months worth
of
like 6 months supply of everything when we walked out of there.
Like people we never knew before. You know, like completely.
That is amazing.
That is seriously.
We always say that's
you know people.
Audrey's our Christmas miracle because there was no room at the inn. It was a government thing, you know, because she was born in December. So we always say she was kind of a Christmas story.
There's always good in people somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
And when I worked, where I worked, I had only been there a year. And when it was all done, my son lived back here in Quebec. And my oldest son, because of course, his mom was separate, divorced. And she said it was so amazing. And she sat down and she wrote us a check for everything it cost us to have the baby. And then no problem. She said you should be with your son for Christmas. And she wrote us a check and paid for our flights home.
That's insane.
Home to spend Christmas with her son. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was a terrible year, but then the ending was bad.
Sorry for the long story.
You guys have a way rougher life than us, but I mean, like,
no, I don't mean it that way at all. Please,
it is like a roller coaster. I see what you're saying because it's like up, people do great things, and then boom down, and going back up, you're at high, and then boom down again. And
that's right. It feels like everything peaks, and you're craving something middle ground just for 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's why I wish maybe a month straight of nothing bad happening. That'd be so nice.
Yes.
It's a dream that feels like you look at other people and you think, why do they get it? But really nobody's having, but just some people have more peaks than others. But
exactly. You don't know what that person's actually going through. You think in your life, oh, they're so perfect. They drive a Lexus and Bentleys and everything else. But then in reality, their life may be as worse as yours. You don't even know.
Some of the most miserable lives are the ones that put on the best face when they're on here or even in day-to-day life, you know? Oh, everything's happy at our house. Nobody's happy all the time at anybody's house.
Yeah,
well, there was a question in the chat too, like how do you manage, guys, to stay so positive, you know, through the things that you have gone through? And yes, I watched some of the videos, so I kind of a little bit know what you're talking about. But yeah, how do you manage to get through those things and stay positive?
Those struggles. I mean, like growing up, like when I was younger, I don't want to get like a petty. I don't want people to feel that bad for me or like, you know, but like when I was younger, my mom, like she like had all these boyfriends, you know, I literally lived in like every city in New Jersey. I lived in hotel rooms and I like slept in hotel rooms for like a week and then we move and we go to a different state. And then like, you know, all these times that like so hard for us, like when I look back and I think in my head, like when I was even in like high school, there's some, I'm not going to explain what I was going through in my head, but you can probably already know exactly. It was to the extreme where I was finally done. And it's just like all these struggles in your life, it just makes you so positive in the end. Because I mean, like if these things come your way again, you're just going to brush them off. You're just going to brush them off and you're just going to keep going forward. And you're going to have like, just think about how like my daughter's going to grow up and they're going to graduate and they're going to get married. And like, that's what I look forward to in the future. Like, you know, I can't look back when I was sleeping in hotel rooms and my mom's boyfriend one time punched me so hard in the face. It was insane. My mom moved us to Atlanta, Georgia, and her boyfriend literally attacked me. Like he literally just like hit me like in the face like over and over, and like he went to jail. But these little moments, like I'm just saying, like they make you so much stronger in the future, because now you can see like there's nothing worse than that. Yeah. It's all bright ahead. Trust me. These little struggles that we have, there's so much brightness ahead, right?
Yeah. They really mold you into who you are because my mom, she has a handicap called cerebral palsy.
Oh, really?
And my dad's in prison. So that it made me pick special education, my mom's side, and social work, my dad's side. And you know, you try to keep a good head on your shoulder for your children to break that cycle of what you were in. And it's all about breaking the cycle and learning from those mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing the exact opposite for your kids.
I have a friend that grew up in the foster system like that, and I honestly believe that either you become the same as them or you become the polar opposite and make a new branch.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Dyfus actually came and took me from my mom because she didn't know how to have those loving feelings towards me.
And she did something extreme.
So yeah, so my mom the whole time after my dad went to prison was trying to like take her life, and my brother right now is doing the same
He's
thing.
He's actually in the psych ward as we speak.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He went from $100,000 job to he got fired, and he like the last 4 years he's lost it. Like I don't know how that can happen to somebody, but he literally it's like a movie. Like he just is not the person he used to be. It's just insane what happens.
Yeah.
A tragic thing like that. That's what molds people. If you aren't used to that, like these little things by you just losing your $100,000 job, you can't get through them because you never had that adversity before.
Yeah.
And that's what molds us.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's why we're so positive. It's like we have a lot of struggles, but like it's like we've seen a lot worse than this stuff. This people like if they don't like us on YouTube or something like that, or like these type of things. I don't know why you want it, but because we're not like mean to anybody, but it's just these things are easy to get by. It's not any harder than what we've seen. Like we've seen so much worse stuff.
It's you guys are incredible. You're really incredible. I love just you guys saying that. Yeah,
I must say.
And you know what?
It's unbelievable.
The most selfless thing you can do is give your kids the life that you guys always want. I think that
we get to see it now. We get to see it now. Like I've never seen a mom and a dad, besides other people, like my friends and stuff like that, but I've never seen a mom and a dad co-parent together and like, you know, actually love each other and then actually like, you know, care for one each other, who actually makes me coffee in the morning and then like, you know, does these things for me. And then like, you know, I've never seen that. Like I've never seen I've never seen somebody like me say like, have a great day, I love you, you know? I never seen that at the very end, like in the beginning. My mom she worked all these jobs, but like I've never seen that father and mother thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I've always strived for it. I've always wanted that.
From each other how to do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did. We definitely learned.
And it wouldn't be possible if it weren't for my grandma taking me in. She didn't want to because her one son went to prison and her other son did the extreme
to himself. Yeah, we won't mention that again. Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
So she felt as if it was her fault. So she was very nervous taking me in, thinking it was her parenting. So when she took me in, she was like, I don't know about this, you know, but they had a family lined up for me and she just didn't want it to happen because I would have just disappeared from everybody, which is kind of what happened. No one really is there besides her. She lives right down the street, and that's
her grandma. I call her grandma too.
Yeah.
Our grandma is like the most amazing person in the world because she literally gave us life at the end of this tunnel that we had, and it's like she actually helped us out. She never like gave us money, but I'm just saying, she literally, you know, helps out watching our kids. Yeah. That's a lot of money a week, so that helped us out moving forward. And I don't know, her grandma's amazing, seriously is. And if in the beginning too, like her grandma saved her. And when I was younger, my mom gave me to my friend's mom, so I have a lot of respect for my friend's mom. Mike, my friend Mike, his mom took me in when I was like 14, and like literally the best time of my life when my mom left me for like, you know, gave me to my friend's mom. It's like, I know people are like, that's horrible. It's like, no, that was the best time of my life because I finally was in one house. I finally graduated college. I graduated high school, went to college, didn't finish, but I mean,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I finally got to do it. And then from that point on, my life just started switching around. And the struggles were little, like you said, the struggles were just little things that happened. And that's it, man. That's what we learned.
Like it doesn't matter who gives birth to you. It's who raises you and who's the important people. Anybody can take you under their wing and make you an amazing person. And secondly, help from your grandma. That's amazing. That's what families do for each other. And it's probably by doing this, it's probably made her feel better about what happened in the past with her children. How much you guys have like grown past all these things and making that new branch. It's probably an honor for her to be a part of it. You know, giving her some. Not closure, but you know, some perspective, reassurance. Yeah, you know, I think that's what families do. You guys are doing what families do, and that's what's a great part of all of it. Working together.
And then we're all like literally we're all fighting. My family side, we're all fighting right now, except for one brother. But about my whole mom thing, like my brothers we're in a big fight. We're not talking to each other. It's like
That's rough.
And yeah, and like my brothers, like we grew up like 3 beds in 1 room. Like we're so close, and she knows that we're so close.
Yeah.
And it hurts my feelings that like my brother's acting the way he is. I don't stand for the way he does. You know, he like treats women not so nicely, and I don't want him around my kids with my daughters. I don't want them growing up to see their uncle doing these things to women. You know, like moving on from one to another, and one from. I don't want them seeing that, and I don't want them growing up to think that that's okay. Uncle Earl does it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them seeing that.
I get that.
So we're fighting big time right now. I don't know, but it'll get better.
That's the one thing with parenthood always means there's lots of hard choices, and they're usually not fun choices, and they're usually not the ones that make things feel happy. But that's what the parent part is it's the rough ones, and there are lots of rough ones along the way, and that's a great
we're polar opposites, man. We're like we like literally want to go by this book like of teaching our kids the right way, and we're completely opposite of what we lived in our life. Like we're trying to literally just like rip that page chapter out and start a brand new prelogue to the end. You know, that's exactly what we're trying to do.
You're not starting or thinking about it, you're doing it. You're so well on your way. I mean, I see your kids, they're happy, they love their mom and dad, it's a whole family unit, everybody gets along, and no, not in the fake Disney style way, as a true family should be. You guys have already done it. There's no turning back from this. You guys have accomplished what you set out to do, so you got to pat yourselves on the back for that. I think it's amazing. I love what you guys are doing. After telling me that more, I have 100 times more respect than I already had for what you guys were doing. Like, and I mean that.
Thank you.
We got a lot of respect for you now too. I did not know that background, so thank you for telling me that.
I'm happy. I'm glad. You know, this thing is so. This is what's so great about just sitting down talking to people about these things. I'm adopted, and people used to ask me, "Does it bother you?" And that, hell no. I'm the luckiest person in the world. I'm the one who won out of all of it. I got a great family. The woman that gave birth to me, I wish her all the best in life. I don't even want to find her because A, I don't need to. B, I wouldn't want to disrupt her family because I was born Catholic because she wanted me raised Catholic. That was the only condition in the adoption. She was French, Catholic, 18 in a small town. It doesn't take a genius to put together why I went up for adoption. I probably still can't even say it to this day, you know, and I'm not bitter about it. I got a great family, you know. No, they didn't give birth to me, but that doesn't matter. They're still my mom and dad. I don't think of anybody else would be. You know.
Speaking of adoption, her mom is adopted.
Yeah.
And my mom is adopted.
Oh, really?
Wow. We're twinsies, guys. We are twinsies.
Everything. My God, you all coming.
We're like throwing these things at you. Like I think people I don't see the comments, but like they're just saying that. No, her mom's adopted. My mom is adopted.
My mom was given up for adoption because of her cerebral palsy. They didn't want her because of her disability.
Wow.
And the people who took her in did something called patterning her, which was moving her arms and her legs 24/7. They took turns every single day moving the arms and the legs, that she didn't end up in a wheelchair. She can't use one of her arms, and she walks with a stomp, and she has like they call it mild retardation, but she's a lot smarter than she actually tries to put off sometimes.
And that's why you went to school for.
And that's why I went for special education.
That's so cool.
That's amazing. I just wanted to read Marianne from Panic D was saying, you guys have done what I try to tell my students all of the time. You have taken yourselves and used education and strong friendships as an escape from the problems and issues that you were dealt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't see the comments. Yeah, that's amazing. Then thank you.
No, she's a teacher, so biology. So and they're an amazing person. So yeah,
there's lots of support in the chat for you guys, and
thank you.
Yeah,
and empathy.
Oh, definitely.
We love our Murisan gang.
Yes,
we really do.
I'm a 2nd grade teacher, and there's certain kids that are in my class that I could see their background relates to mine. Then I take them in more. You know, I try to love them up and show them, you know, a better way, give them hope.
I love pay it forward stories like that.
Yeah, it is amazing that you can turn it around and then show with your own example to somebody who are in the similar situation. You know what, you can do it, you know. Just so
we do get some messages like in our, you know, the DMs. I hate saying that word. Our DMs. It just sounds bad. After that one song, it just sounds bad now. Yeah. So in our DMs, we do get messages, and sometimes we actually posted one, and it's really nice to see these people saying that that they actually do look forward to our videos, and then like, you know, you guys, I look forward to seeing your video all day long. He puts me in a great mood, and like that's amazing. Like we didn't start like that, but like we didn't thought that was gonna happen, but like it just grow. Like we get so strong. Like
That's
it's
what
insane
keeps
how
us
strong we
going.
go. It's insane how strong we get.
Mhm.
Just one message a month. That's all I need. One person to say that. I'm like, we gotta keep going for this kid. Like we gotta keep
Yeah.
going, man.
I love
I
it.
popped into someone's live and they were talking about us and the things that they were saying. I just like, I couldn't believe it. And then it turned into, you know, them talking about bullying and so forth.
Yeah, that was brutal. Man.
And, you know, a lot of people I find are bullied in our channel. And, you know, you talk about bullying and so forth, and they say that our channel is their outlet and that they feel great coming to us, you know, and I really love that.
Yeah, I think people think we're just all giggles sometimes, but most people do see it. We're not all giggles. Like we do have hardships.
Yeah.
But we want them to laugh. We don't want them to feel that way, you know.
Yeah, but you got a good mix going. You got kind of like a 70-30, 80-20, and that's what's keeping it all so real. And I think what makes people bond with you guys so much, you know. It's, you're doing it right, guys. You really are. Like you're nailing it. For such a short amount of time on top of that.
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Can't
I
stress
actually
that
had 2
enough.
jobs too. That was insane.
Yeah,
I don't have the
2
second
jobs.
job. I had 2 jobs too. We were doing it at the beginning. First 2 months, I've always worked 2 jobs, and it wasn't like anything serious. I worked at a restaurant after like my other job, and I would go there and make like $100 a night, and that's extra cash to bring home. You know, that's amazing stuff to bring home. But like it got rough. It did not just from YouTube, but like from my other job. How hard it's on my body, and then I couldn't take it no more. It's been like 3 years, and I was like, I can't do this no more. It's just too rough.
Yeah.
I just want to go to sleep, like, you know, I just want to get home, relax, and go to sleep.
It's hard for dads. I mean, moms run through everything, the unsung heroes do. Guys, though, we do that with work. We try to bury ourselves in this kind of like what's expected for us to feel important.
Yeah.
Do that to burn out, and then we end up like, you know, like 40 years old and, you know, can barely, like your brother, you know, here. Sometimes that's what does happen to men because they don't just lose their job, they lose all purpose.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly.
Yeah, that's what happens to him.
Exactly.
That's why women don't always, I mean, the women do commit suicide. Men have higher rates because we have so much bundled up just into our work. Where women, oh, well, my aunt still needs me. The kids need me. Oh my God, you know, my cousin's going through a hard time. They need me. Men, we care about everybody, but it's mostly through our work is the way we do everything for our family.
Yeah, this girl works like 6 jobs at home for sure.
Oh, everything. Octopus couldn't keep up with a mother sometimes.
Yeah, that's all moms out there.
Yeah, moms 100%. I have so much respect for that because that is insane. I know what they do at home. Trust me, I know. Like right off the bat, I know what they're doing at home. You can look right at somebody and be like, yeah, I know what she does. You know, she's a super mom, you know.
It's so unsung, but so appreciated. But
well, everybody has their things. It's important. That's why we're a team.
We are here too, because like we have a business together. Yes, but I mean, she's always done the video photography. I've always done the video. Until we started the live stream, is the first time we've ever, like in all these years, kind of crossed everything into one. So this has been kind of a learning experience for us.
You guys were meant to do this. You like literally photography, videography, boom.
Yeah.
Well, I studied it years ago. I went back to school. I was 26. I had a son that was a year and a half old, and I was working forestry in eastern Quebec. And I grew up there my whole life, and all of a sudden I took an allergy to spruce. And it got worse and worse and worse. Like I looked like a lizard by the end. Like I would walk out in the rain at 1 o'clock in the morning in these trailers out in the middle of nowhere. It was just like literally underwear on my arms in the air because my skin had no elasticity left to it.
Oh, same.
And I couldn't get laid off. And without getting laid off, you wouldn't get unemployment and blah, blah, blah. New kid at home. So I kept working that way in like 40 degrees Celsius heat. Long pants on, wool, like the thick wool for chainsaw pants, the boots, the gloves, the shirt. It was a nightmare. Hell on earth. If anybody doesn't believe hell exists, I've seen it. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And then I went back.
I'll put the description below where it's at, and then guys, don't go there.
Yeah.
You end up.
I'll put the link below.
with a skin allergy. So I went back to school, and that's when I studied graphic design, multimedia integration at the time, because video was still all new. And I was the first person to ever do a commercial for the Cadillac Escalade on a website.
What?
Yep.
That's insane.
awesome.
That's awesome.
I had my final that year in video, and I had to do a project for a company, and I seen this commercial for Escalade, and of course all the guys were doing local stuff. And I thought I was a go-getter, and I wanted to go back to school then because I quit college like you when I first went. So this was my second chance, and I went through, and I finally got through to the headquarters in Ontario, and they just released the Escalade that year. It was still only like a couple of months old, and I told them what I was doing, and they finally sent me down the B footage, and it was on those beta cassettes, and I had to go in an Avid machine and actually play them and start transcribing them into digital, cut them up, and then I made the commercial, and then I showed it to them. When I was done, I got 100%. And Escalade liked it so much they showed it on their website.
Wow,
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, I love photography too. I'm not good at it, but I try to be one of those wannabe photographers. I like to have the camera around my neck and like just do that. Like I try to take it, and then I get home and I'm like, God, it's not good. it's like I try to think unique. I'm like taking like these weird angle shots of the camera, like
That's
twisting
the
it.
best
Like,
ones.
God,
The best ones.
I see your
I get home and I'm like, it's so bad.
that's like when we got the camera, because I love taking pictures too. I have so many on my phone. When we got our camera, I was taking random shots, and he was like, "You're really good."
Yeah,
at
she was
this."
really good. I was like,
just
how did you
random
do that?
shots, and
Like
I was
she
just
captured like I think like thunder, lightning, and I'm like, how do you do this? Like,
That's-
and I'm waiting for like out there like next day. I'm like, I got this too. I'm waiting for lightning, like, huh, and it doesn't happen. And then you see a black screen. I'm like, God, I don't know how she did that. So,
But I see your Instagram. You
Yeah.
guys got some nice photos up there.
oh yeah. We're working on our Instagram. Kate,
yeah.
we're working on our Instagram for like the YouTube channel. She like is really up on the Instagram on her
On
channel.
this,
Yeah.
on all social media.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
she's-
It's usually me that's usually getting back to people, but he does watch everything with me.
Oh yeah, I watch everything. I just don't know how to put it in words. Like I'll be like, babe, just watch this video. Like like I don't know what to say, and she'll like try to help me out. And like, I don't know how to say. Like I don't want to just say. The thing is that I don't want to just come to someone's channel and be like, great video, and like I don't want to do that. I want to be like, I loved this when this happened. Blah blah blah. I love that. It was so funny. Like I want to be able to like give an
Say
actual
more.
description
Yeah,
of like I love this. Like your angles on your shots are amazing on the drones or something like that. Because I'm
That's
I'm
good. You
obsessed
just
with
said it
drones.
right there. You did it.
Yeah. I love drones, man. I want one so bad. I love the angles that people get. Oh man, it's amazing.
Me too.
It gets me,
That's my next.
it gets me so high when I think of those things. I'm like, oh man, yeah. Like I love when seeing the angles from like bridges and stuff. Oh
I know.
man.
Love bridges.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, we're so much alike. That's my favorite things when I'm shooting there. Like when we do the train videos and that, my son and I do those
Oh,
together.
man.
Yeah, with the tunnels.
Don't get me started on trains, man. Oh man.
I was kidding.
We drooling over here, bro.
Yeah, those shots are amazing.
Yeah.
I get so jealous when I see people do it.
We were going to buy a drone last year, but the problem is Canada, they just clamped down on them and the laws now are insane. Like I don't even know
Somebody
what you're.
told me that.
Yeah.
Who told me that? Somebody told me that. I was like, I want the drone for the boardwalk. Like when we're walking, I want the drone on the boardwalk where we live. We live in Jersey, so it's like seaside, yeah. But they're like, you can't do that there. They won't allow that. I'm like, really? It's just a drone. You
Yep.
can't do that there. Man.
Yeah.
They're pretty rigid now.
Before bottle caps says something.
Oh yes, bottle caps. Yes,
Especially in Quebec. Yeah.
yes. And bottle caps, he gets angry because he does some great drone stuff. He doesn't like when I say about Canada.
Well, he does.
Bottle
the
cap?
weddings and
Yeah,
stuff,
bottle
but-
cap.
Yeah. We're just worried because here they have big fines. For personal, it's $5,000 Canadian, and for business, it's up to $25,000 Canadian.
What?
Oh, wow.
That is insane.
You're not allowed to shoot within 9 kilometers, so that's about 4.5 miles of any airport. That's ridiculous, but still. But you're not allowed to shoot within 9 kilometers of anywhere where a seaplane could take off, or a dirt runway, or anywhere a plane could go.
So I guess I shouldn't buy a drone. Should I not buy a drone?
Well, you guys.
Well, you guys are fine.
Yeah,
I think
in
it
the
depends
States,
on the state.
you guys get a lot more leniency than us.
It depends on
Oh.
the state because I remember
Yeah.
Archie Morbid was saying with the same thing. He's in Chicago though. Was a similar thing there. So it depends where you are at.
And there's bottle caps.
Yeah,
Keep
of course.
sticking with that excuse. It's good reason not to buy a drone. I'm still thinking of buying one, bottle caps. I think this summer it's going to happen.
Yeah,
so.
no, as I was just explaining to him in the chat, we are
Yeah.
a business and we are located in the city. So
Yeah. Mhm.
the chances of us actually using it here while we are in the city is quite low.
Kind of knew that would get them going. I like to
Yeah.
get bottle caps
In the
around.
summer, it's a different story for sure.
Yeah.
Like in the laws, I kid you not, it says you're not allowed to fly over animals. So nobody knows that that's a skunk, a bird, an ant. Nobody even knows what the law says. Literally, it says animal.
That's actually really weird because what if you do it on accident? You're like, I didn't know that cat was down there. Like, I did not know.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
The woods and there happen to be a squirrel looking up, so you're getting a $5,000 ticket. It doesn't make any sense. You know,
we have drone therapy in, so we can clear out our conversation.
Your area hates drones.
Big time.
Wow.
Our minister of transport's a nutcase, and he just went like with a blanket law until they come up with something else. It was ridiculous.
You better be quiet. Shh.
Yeah.
I was kidding. You might be listening.
We love your federal government.
We love everything about it.
Perfect sense. They're not.
You're the best.
We're not even allowed to fly within 250 feet of a built-up area, and a built-up area could be like 2 houses and a barn.
Oh,
like
okay.
it's all these blanket laws with no explanation of what they mean. So that's the confusing part in all of it.
That's sad because a lot of people probably don't even know about them. Probably this kid is like, yo, guys, just got this thing for Christmas, this drone, you know, and I'm about to send it off. And then you get a bill in the mail. You're like, Johnny, little Johnny, what are you doing? Going over an aardvark. And you're like, well, I didn't know an aardvark was there. Like, who does? Don't know why I said aardvark. I'm sorry.
Run with it. I like it. Why not? I like different animals. So
the thing is that Quebec has been the one that has been most charged. Actually, they actually haven't reinforced. That's why Balcaps gets all uppity that he has have 2 businesses and still working on drones. But he's in BC. And in Quebec, where we are, they have
they enforce it more.
Yeah, they enforce it a lot. That's why it's
even though it's a federal law, just in this area, it seems like they're enforcing it a lot heavier. That's the thing that sucks. So that's enough about Canadian stupid drone
I had
laws.
a question. Well, not I had. Patsy was in, and I don't know, you didn't see. Andrew has a soft spot
leave me
Patsy.
alone, please.
I don't think she's in anymore, but she was asking a question about.
Does he know who Patsy? You just said Patsy, man. They don't.
Patsy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know
Patsy Hooligan? Yeah, we know Patsy Hooligan. She does that. She's like
soft there.
I blush every time Patsy's in and they all laugh at me. I don't know what the hell it is, and I'm starting to
they said that I should dress as a doll or something. Now
you like that doll? What's going on over there, man?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like the drone laws with Patsy.
The question from Patsy was about you.
She's got a perfect eye.
Bear.
What was that?
The question from Patsy was about you getting into the teddy bear.
Oh,
yeah.
So we saw
that
this.
Was difficult.
This is famous for like YouTube. Like, this is like because YouTube is like a copycat. Like it's basically a copycat thing. Like you literally just gotta put your stank on it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do it your way. The bear though, So we weren't even gonna do it. So we saw at Goodwill the video before. We did a Goodwill thrift shop challenge. We were trying to
buying clothes.
Yeah, and we saw this big bear, and I was like, you already know what's gonna happen now because this bear is like $3. Like, who's not gonna buy this bear for $3?
Yeah.
And we're like, we should do it, and then we scared our kids doing it, and they literally like they get so scared of these things, man. It's so funny when we do these things. It was
difficult though because it's so hot in those things. You cannot breathe, and
I don't know how they do it.
The fur straight shot down our throat, and we're like, I just got this tickle. I just can't get rid of it.
Dude, I had that tickle for like a week. I was like, God, the teddy bear's still coming up.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm just dropping the link to it actually in the chat, so for people who want to check that out.
It was a challenge for real though, because it was we are really small people.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
not for that bear.
But not for that bear. It was like every time you got up, you would like stretch out like, and it's like, oh God, and you just rip it every single time you got up. And
because it was hot and you couldn't breathe, we tried to put like a little air hole.
Yeah, we tried to put a hole right here.
And then he was like, I still can't breathe. Open it up, and I just cut it way too.
It was really big. So when like I had to sit down on the ground like real low, like cover it up.
Yeah.
But it was hard because I was like telling her, I was like, hurry up, get the kids, tell them to come in right now. I can't breathe, babe. Hurry up. I'm like, just waiting for it to happen. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
We had so many more ideas if the actual bear costume fit, but it did not fit properly for all the other ideas.
I wouldn't advise people if you have a big enough bear, do it. But like it does say like it's
don't have one of those open bears around kids because they don't
They'll hop
realize
in,
if
yeah.
they hop in there
We
that
threw it
they're
out.
going to suffocate because it's so hot in there. So we threw it out.
Very good point. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
We threw that bad boy out real quick.
Oh yeah.
Especially it was at somebody else's house too, so we didn't know.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get rid of that thing right away.
Yeah.
We didn't know there's
somebody said it
bed
like
bugs.
afterwards in there, like about bed bugs and so forth, and I was like, get rid of it.
We threw it out right away after that person commented it.
Yes.
But the video was funny though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But that was a real, you guys really went above and beyond on that one.
Yeah,
I
check
gotta
that
say.
out, guys. Please in chat, I put the link. It's funny. Definitely check it out. It's
Yeah.
We don't like to do that many pranks, right? Because like for one thing, pranks, like I've seen so many videos, so I know what's coming. Like if it starts to get real shady with her, I know 100% it's fake. Like I can tell right off that. But she actually got me so
I
bad.
got him so bad this time.
And I thought 100% it wasn't real. She got a tattoo on her hand, on her arm right here, and it was fake.
Yes.
And I have a thing about tattoos on each other.
Names.
It's just my thing. If you guys have it, I'm not anybody out there. I'm
No.
sorry, but I have a jinx that like if you write like Josh, we're gonna end our divorce like tomorrow. I have a weird jinx about it, right?
Yeah.
So she did it, and I was like, babe, don't do that. Like, and I was like, that's fake 100% because I thought it was fake 100%. But like for some reason I wiped it and I was like, and she like, I don't know what she did. She must have smacked it or something. It was red, right? And it was like glazy looking. I was like,
yes,
that can't be real, babe. Like, and then like I like touched it. I tried to wipe it off and it didn't move. And I was like,
it took a while to get it off because I used black Sharpie, which was probably a huge mistake.
oh my god!
I was like, maybe it is permanent now.
I think it lasts a couple of days.
Yeah.
I believe that one. Yeah, that stuff doesn't come off with a little soap
Did
of
your
water.
students ask you? That's cool. Did you have it too?
I wore long sleeves and like sweaters. Our school has air conditioning.
And you have a dress code too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dress code, yeah.
But if it popped out at all, I know that they probably would have been like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
because it was so red. I'm very sensitive, so it was definitely.
It literally
really
looked
red.
like she just got a needle. And
yes,
my cousin is a tattoo artist that lives like 2 streets down.
We were talking about it on live like 2 days prior, so I was like, everything was kind of just adding up to it. And his brother has, woman's name tattooed across his stomach, Nikki, but his name is Earl. And so he started telling people that his name was Nick after it was over. So that's why he has the jinx against names.
I don't want to, I don't want
So I was just like, I'm going to get him so good because he said, never get my name on you. And I was like, you don't love it?
And again, I'm sorry for people that got their names of their wives or something. I apologize. It's just my preference.
I like you. I side with you on that one.
You could tell why I'm filming him that I'm like anxious, like, I think I really upset him.
Crossed the line.
Yeah.
Average size Josh was getting angry over here. I was like,
he was.
Babe, that's not real, is it? And then like I saw the camera pointed on me, and right away I knew.
Yeah.
I see. So it's so hard to prank me, but I keep saying that people are like, but she got you. And it's like, but she's tried before. It did not work before. Okay, so like as soon as I saw the camera on me, I was like, oh my god, no. I was like, what are you recording? I got it. I got to get her back. I'm gonna get her back. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen.
You're big guys on pranks. Have you had the other way around, like a bad one?
We actually filmed it too. We actually, our very first prank was our daughter loves this teddy bear.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Bun Bun.
This was his idea. I did not want to do this.
This is cruel. She literally like maybe like
4 months.
4 months old. She's had this bear. It's called Bun Bun. It's a bunny that we bought from like Hallmark or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like literally, she loves it. She's still she's sleeping with it probably right now.
Right now.
So I went to like Marshall's and found this teddy bear for like $6. It looks identical to it. So what happens? Our dog likes to chew up things if like he's not in his cage when we leave.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that because it's happened before. So I went upstairs and I was like, "Oh no, not Bun Bun! No!"
And downstairs, she already like started crying. It was upset.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool.
Like, oh, that was awful seeing that.
And she came up and she saw it on the ground all ripped up and all on the ground and she's like, no! And I was like, baby, it's fake. It's right here.
But it was only for like a minute and then she came up and was like playing with all the fur and like laughing afterwards, you know?
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
But I was just like, I don't want to play like too hard of a prank because, you know, you see some of them out there with like the fake ink on the ground and they yelled at their kids and then they ended up losing their kids. You know, I got to try to always think about, you know, not taking it too far.
Yes, of course.
You know, and I don't want to upset my children where they hate us because we have a camera. You know, I want them to think it's fun. One of our favorite videos of Zoe, actually, when we first started YouTube, she was opening up Hatchimals and talking about her collection.
Oh, yeah.
And she set the camera up and was like, I'm just waiting for my mom to talk about my Hatchimals. And she, like, enjoyed it, and it's the cutest clip ever.
That's her favorite,
My favorite clip of her.
You don't see these moments, though. If you, like, your videography, you don't have these moments, like, sometimes I catch angles like on like my daughters smiling,
like the Easter
and I didn't know they were that happy. So when like I don't know, I don't see it until I'm editing, and I'm like, oh my god, come here, babe. She's like smiling right here. She's
so proud at our Easter egg hunt, and if it weren't for the camera capturing those moments and those smiles, we would have lost it. You know, pictures don't capture those smiles and those feelings behind it, and now we can look back on it and, you know, show my dad when he is home all the stuff that he's been missing out on.
Maybe I'll do a huge montage, you know, like a 3-hour montage for him, you know.
That is so cool.
That's amazing.
We do wish we started sooner, though, after starting.
We all do that. That's everybody who ever starts filming. That's the first thing you think, why didn't I do this earlier? But you know what? You got what you got, and now just keep as many memories as you can now. So.
Yeah.
I have one of my daughter in the park. She's always our go-to model whenever we need somebody. It's like, come on, Audrey, we're going. And I did one of her in the park, and I still catch myself watching it sometimes and remembering. I just followed her for 2 hours. I was trying out my new camera, and it was a steady cam. So I'm following her. We're walking, and as I'm editing, I catch myself. I'm like grinning because my jaw started getting sore from just watching how much she was just enjoying that time. Where you're right, I'd be holding her hand and looking around and doing other things. But I really got a feel for what the park felt like to her at that moment, that time from her eyes.
Yeah, you saw in her eyes. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Even like back in the day, remember like this wasn't us recording or anything, but like, you know, Instagram and everything. We recorded like, it's like, I remember this video to day one. It was like when we first kind of met, like the first couple weeks, and we're just in the car singing and laughing. And like, I look back at that one time, it's like, man, we were so extremely happy back then. It was just, it's like a 2-second clip, and it's like I still think about it to this day.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
We probably could pull all of our small Instagram clips.
Oh yeah,
and put it into a video to show everyone.
You maybe one day
because we have a lot of them.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. That'd be a nice montage with all that.
Yeah,
and I do love montages. I love my montages.
So there you go. See. That would be a great thing to do, though. That would be really.
I know people don't like the montages a lot, but like, man, do I love montages?
Yeah.
I just get right into it. I'm like, oh man, this is great.
You got to do some stuff for you too. It can't always be for what everybody else likes. It's a good mix of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question about your dreams for the future. I know in a couple of your videos, you have mentioned about the beach houses and living on a beach, and that's why I chose the background today for your poster as a beach houses. Where does that come from? And like, tell us about your vision.
Well, when my grandma took me in, they had a beach house that was my uncle's house, and I had 3 jobs down at the beach. And it was just like my best memories was being on the beach in summertime and being with my grandparents. And I had my best friend that I met down there. And then when I met Josh, he was a total beach guy and wanting to go down to the beach. And, you know, we lived down at the beach all summer. You could find us driving 45 minutes every single weekend to just go on the beach for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, even daily. Like, we might just go down and say if I get home at 5, we go down and we get there at 6, like 5:36, and then we just sit down there with the kids. And like, we literally will have like, we'll eat down there on the beach, and like just the smell of the air and like the breeze. You put on a hoodie on at nighttime and stuff. Oh man,
it's like a getaway, and it's so close, and it's the getaway where we feel like we could reach it. You know, we want to go to Disney World and all them other places, but the beach, you could drive there, and it is kind of like that getaway that we need sometimes.
Yeah, we cannot
Just driving away from the town we live in.
We cannot wait to vlog this summer. Like we were so excited to vlog this summer. We've already done like one. Like we did a live stream on the boardwalk, which was nuts.
It was crazy.
It was a bad idea because like it was Memorial Day weekend. It's seaside. It's the Jersey Shore. And there's a lot of F-bombs getting dropped. And we're like, we gotta really cut this out. We gotta go.
We're doing family-friendly content. Yeah, it's hard sometimes on those weekends.
For sure. They're like, yo, mommy, what's up? And I'm like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
And I'm the distracted person. If you see any of the car chit-chats, I'm always the one looking out the window. Yeah. Talking about dogs or like a random person on the side. Yeah. My eyes are always not on the camera. I'm like, oh my God, did you just see that? So that's how I was on the boardwalk.
Yeah, very similar.
Getting Xenia to tell you a story.
We leave it in.
Yeah, we leave it.
Yeah, we leave it because I love it. I love it so random. She's like, look at that cute Dalmatian. I'm like,
I did that.
That's gold right there. I'm leaving that.
That's what everybody commented on too in that video was me going, oh, look at that big dog.
Yeah, right.
That's like exactly when she tells the story. It's never just I went to the store. Well, I went for a walk and there was a blade of grass, and I think it was flicking right
blade of grass.
But that rock was on the side. No, it wasn't a black rock. It was a blue. No, I remember it was kind of a whitish because the sun was up and a kid walked by kicking a kid. It was like, oh my God, where are these details coming from? Yeah. I overload sometimes from all of it. She notices everything going on.
And then at the very end, you're like, did you get my coffee?
No. Exactly. 10 minutes later, and she's looking at me doing this, and she's like, I want to tell my story. It's like, just get to the point. I can't even pay attention anymore. I'm forgetting my own name.
That's probably from you being a photographer. You see all them details.
Yeah.
Because when we started doing the videos and we drove into Philly, I noticed so much more artwork and was more appreciative of everything around having that camera. Right? Were we pointing out so much more?
She's picking out the wrong things though. It'd be like a weird sculpture that has like gum all over it. I'm like, look how beautiful. I'm like, babe, that's like gum. That's like it's so like guys just get so tired. They're like right here, and they're like so beautiful. I'm like, babe, that's bubblicious, bubble gum. That's just not.
Yeah. That's like her. She could have a guy that said, here's $1 million, and she'd say, wow, I wonder where he got these sneakers. It's like, that's what you took from the story? Out of all that was going on, that's what caught your eye? Like, where did that come from? You know?
It's about saying different, and you're so right. That's exactly what it is, because, first when I was just getting into photography, obviously you're trained on purpose, looking different, noticing light, noticing different shapes or things. But now it is like, it's not like you're shooting, like you are seeking the shot, but your eyes is noticing more details.
Of course.
Like oftentimes I tell you, oh, look at that light tray. And it's like, where?
Oh my God, yeah.
Not, but that's exactly it, but I love it, because especially now in the spring and in the summer when you can see here like the nature opening up every day, something different, and all these little details. To me, that's what makes the color of life, like literally. And when I can smell the lilacs in the evening, or in the morning I can hear the new bird,
Okay, this is lovely. This is lovely. And this sounds really nice, and we like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that's so far off. Or I'll tell her a story. I went to the store and this guy pulled out in front of me and he almost hit me and all that stuff. And it's like, well, what did you get at the store? And it's like, this is not what I'm talking about. This was not where the exclamation part was. The guy almost hit me. That's the exclamation part. That's the one we should be talking about. So, she's secretly trying to break my brain.
Underneath the table?
She's putting me in a home secretly. We've been joking about that for years, slowly, like taking my brain apart.
Yeah, I can see that though, because especially for you as a photographer, you're probably like, do you see how beautiful that, like, that the stream of light comes in, and you're like, I don't see nothing. And then you take the picture, and then you show them, you're like, whoa. And you're like, I did not see that. It's like
a magic trick.
Yeah.
It's interesting how it's different though, because mine are stills and his are in motion. He does notice those different things, but they are different. They are more dynamic things. Like I more see like a frozen kind of frames, right?
Yeah.
And for Andrew, when he points out
motion,
that is more something dynamic, more in motion,
Yeah.
Videography.
When I shoot, I see in shapes, almost like old 3D design programs. So
Okay.
like, so say I was shooting like, and I'll go to just back trains because it's on my mind right now. But say I'm shooting one, and the train is coming, and there's trees by it. Well, that's one big long rectangle, and then there's a speeding rectangle coming, and I see things almost as shapes. I don't really notice in the camera the details on anything. Or when I'm shooting a wedding, I see people as like blocks with circles and triangles. I don't.
This is good tips. This is real good tips for me. Thank you. Like I'm just thinking about it. Like I'm honestly like I'm taking it in like a sponge right now because it's like this is kind of cool because it's a great idea like what you're talking about and how you can visualize it.
We talk a lot about panning shots and that. And I used to shoot with the DJI Osmo. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but it's basically a drone head on a stick.
Okay.
And it's got a Z axis, so it's made for stabilization.
Okay.
So you can walk and run at a decent pace, and there's no shake. So I always shoot with pan. It does. There's actually for the mobile phone right now. They have the DJI Mobile, and you can buy it. And you just put your cell phone in. It's like a steady cam for your mobile. It's like I think for States it's like what $100 and some.
Down a Rabbit Hole has it. Violet Bird has it.
Yeah, they're using it a lot. You just hold it on a stick. You got control.
We're so new with that too. Like I'm telling you, we're so new with the cameras. I want to get so much into it. Like I love learning about it. I love learning like when somebody would say like a certain model or something like that. I'll be like, I don't really know what you're talking about. Yeah. But I do know that camera like that you're talking about. Like I kind of know, but I don't know. Yeah. And then they're like telling me about like different frames and stuff. I'm not sure of that. So I'm trying to learn it on YouTube. Like I'm trying to learn more and more about the camera. It's just the camera itself. Not about like recording or enough. I just want to know more about what's going on with the camera, what's like, you know, this and that.
Oh yeah. I did see that.
Oh, I have seen that before.
So there's like an example of view image. I'll see if there's any bigger. Yeah, like that. So this is the extension onto it. So off the box, this goes up on here. And this is the extension, the Z axis for when you're walking in that. So when this is here, it's literally about the size of a flashlight. And that's the camera off the Xperia drone. They just mounted onto it. So you need your phone to connect to it. It's a Wi-Fi connection because all there is inside the camera is the microchip for recording.
Is the camera good, like a decent cam?
Oh yeah, it's a 4K. It's off. The drone itself is what, $2,000?
Yeah,
I guess.
Office inspired drone.
Wow.
Everything in Canadian was $1,200 with extra batteries and everything with the Z axis. So that would be what, about $900 US, I guess, for everything.
That's how I got the gimbal for the phone too. You can show them.
Yeah, here I'll show you quickly the phone one because the phone one is amazing. I need to get that, even though I don't shoot a lot with phone.
It's just something you can throw in your like, you know, backpack or whatever. It's so small and it makes the video so much smoother.
Do you guys so as like you guys, do you guys use a lot of different cameras?
No, I use mine for everything, and Xenia use one camera for everything.
Yeah, I have tried different other ones, and I just really think that equipment only can give you so far.
That's
like I don't see the point of upgrading my camera right now.
But this is a really cool idea. See, you have the controls just like mine. That's your thumbstick to pan left, right, up, and down, record. And there's a trigger in front. So if you're moving around, you tap it twice, it centers it. You tap it 3 times, it turns back to you and goes into vlogging mode.
That is awesome.
That's so cool.
That'd be perfect for like vlogging.
See, we were gonna buy a drone.
We don't use our phone though. Like that's
no. Say that's what do you guys use actually? That's what I was gonna ask you.
Oh, we use I use a Sony A5100.
Oh, we're
yeah, mine is 6,000. Yeah, so
I bought it for when we got married, so that's why she's been using that ever since. So
the only thing I don't like about it is the mic, but it's not that bad. Like people really hate the mic, but I don't think it's that bad.
You have a hot shoe, right, on top?
No, we don't. There is none. That's the problem. You can't do no attachment to nothing. Yeah. So that's basically it.
You probably could get the changer for the USB. How do you charge it with the USB?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably buy on Amazon the converter that you can attach the external microphone through the USB cable.
Okay.
Yeah, you just search on Amazon external microphone with USB.
And guys, check
Twitter sometimes
those places because you never know when people are getting rid of cameras. You can always upgrade too for a lot lower than buying new. That's what a lot of the photographers are using.
We were dumb about it. I was
gonna say he wanted to get the GoPro so bad, and I was just like, look into it, you know. But he's very like quick to want something. So we went the same day that he said he wanted, and we went and got it. And they were saying, oh, but you don't have a Zoom, and him and the person were like, well, who uses Zoom? And I was like, you're gonna want the Zoom. I love Zoom.
We use Zoom like every day.
And we use Zoom all the time. And he was like, you're so right about that Zoom. So, you know, we didn't like the GoPro as much as we thought we were going to. And it's a great camera, but it's for people more so traveling with all the water stuff.
Yeah, we didn't like it for vlogging. You know?
Yeah.
It's not a good vlogging camera. It's great for a lot of things, but it's not a vlogging camera. I agree with you 100% on that.
The mic is, I'm talking about the A5100. People say mic is bad. For us, that mic was real bad. Like if you listen to our old videos, it's hard to hear it. It's so echoed.
You know,
like it feels something you're in a cave. Yeah. But I loved it for like the water thing. Like you can go in water with it. I love that. And I want to get another one now. I got rid of it. Now I want to.
It's a good secondary camera for that kind of stuff, but it's not a primary. A lot of times, it's not the best to work with.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't zoom either, by the way.
Okay.
But that's the way you have to work with that. This one you shoot more like, a lot of times I hold it at my waist and do like drone shots. So that's why you'll see a lot of my cinema stuff. It looks like it's floating. So I get excited. Everybody says, "Oh, I love what drone are you using?" Because then I get to say, "I'm not using a drone. Thank you so much. I'm going to kiss you."
Yeah. You're like,
that's all me, baby.
You're like, that's all this guy right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah. And it's got a selfie stick, so I can put it with my arm stretched about 9 feet in the air, so I can film at weddings. I turn it upside down. The camera pivots, and I can go over the crowd and make it look like a drone going over people. But it's just
that's insane that you're that tall. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's not me. It's the selfie stick doing a lot of the work.
Thanks for bragging, bro.
They do have an upgraded version, though. The next one is with the Zoom.
Yes, that's right.
Well, we didn't, we already had this one, so
it was coming out about a week after we bought this one. I needed it for a wedding, so
happens, but
so next time. So
that's pretty cool, man. No, for sure.
We actually do Tech Talk Tuesdays every Tuesday. We talk a little about that stuff. Tomorrow. You guys, tomorrow. If you guys ever want to join, where like everybody's answering each other's questions about editing, different types of stuff, cameras, shooting.
Well, I did not know that.
We're not like an expert on it. It's mostly like I always say it. You and I have questions, you and I have answers, meaning that like we all like chat and us contribute to questions and answers.
You'll be surprised what people actually know. It's insane. Like you'll be like, you wouldn't even know that like me, I'm like an archaeologist that knows. It's like, well, the T-Rex actually was, and you're like, I didn't even know you knew that much about that. And you just start talking in there when you're talking about one subject. You're like, I don't know what camera to buy, and all you didn't know, but your friends, your family, and on YouTube. They know all about it, and they're like, "Gosh, you should get this and this and this." I'm like, "I didn't even know you do that."
Yep, that's right. Tapping into your resources,
Yeah, so that's what we do on Tuesday. So check it out. By the way, I wanted to show you because that's exactly what I was thinking about vlogging. Artie Morbid, that we had as a guest as well, he was talking about this little camera that he's using. That basically is the size of the hand. So when you vlog and turns around, you can't see it, right? It's so small.
Like that big.
Yeah, and his videos are really sharp. Like he does photography.
Wow.
That would give you confidence too, because nobody
easier out too, because they're like, oh, they're just talking to their hand,
exactly.
And
or it looks like you're just waving.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like. It looks like he's blocking the sun out of his eyes all the time. That's what he does because he lives in Cali and he's got it tucked in and just walking like that, like he's blocking the sun.
Yeah,
that's insane. Though. That's awesome.
Costs like $150 or something.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Shoots 4K.
This guy already put it on Amazon before you even finished.
I got the one click. I got that one dangerous click one. You know that method where it's like one click buys it, and you're like, it's coming, babe. It's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, it's called Xiaomi YI4K. I'm gonna post the name of it in the chat, or in the Twitter.
This could be good for me, or this could be bad.
He's like, please don't post it. Please don't post it.
You don't want me to post? I won't.
No, you can post it.
Jesus. I choked on my coffee.
Yeah, and if you want to see it in action, go to Artie Morbid channel and check his photography live series.
Okay.
I will. Yeah.
Vlogging with. And
is he here right now? Is he right now?
I don't think he's in today. No. He's not in. But it's amazing the quality. Like I wouldn't ever think that such a small thing can actually show.
Can you drop his link? Not his link, but can you drop his name in the?
Art of Morbid?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll get it for you right away. Or can you get it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
on Twitter. I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
Drop his name right there, and I might order tonight.
Yeah. And this guy's really like a real artistic guy. He's got such a great style.
Josh, don't do it, Josh. I'm like
nervous. I can see the look in her eye in the corner, and that she's like, "We're not ordering that right now."
I'm still waiting on the toupee. I don't know what a toupee is. So
Yeah.
Amazon's slacking.
Oh my god. She's so jeez, you cracked me up.
I'm like quiet, like I know this is gonna happen, guys.
Your eyes say it all. Your eyes, the grin there.
I guess we're not gonna see them
my
tomorrow.
teeth hurt from smiling, like I'm gonna smile through this one.
Then squeeze the knee a little harder.
Oh, it's only $75, babe. So you click it, and it's like, what did you just say? That's it.
But the camera is amazing. Like I was blown away by it. Especially this guy was so artistic. To see what he's doing with it, it was like mind-boggling.
I got a question for you guys, right? Because it is awkward. We've gotten asked this question before. How awkward is it when your friends find out that you're doing YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
It's I think of the live streams, we didn't want to tell anybody at first too. I was worried about the live stream because you're always worried there's going to be that one friend who finds out that comes in and goes on like an idiot. They don't.
Yeah.
And then makes you look bad in front of everybody, you know. So I was kind of reluctant to ask them.
That'll be my brother. That's good. Not the one I'm fighting with, but my one brother. I love my brother to death. Yeah. But he's a little not. He doesn't know that it's like we've told him, but he doesn't. He's not filtered. So it's like he'll like drop an S-bomb or this and that, and I'm like, not in my chat. Do not. No.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I know. So what the beep are we doing tomorrow, bro? And I'm like, oh no. Just dropping, and I'm like, oh.
My sister's kind of like that too.
Oh yeah.
Like, as soon as I see him pop in, I'm like, hey, bro. It's like,
what's he gonna say?
Yeah. I love my brother to death though. He's always been my other brother. I fight with all the time. I love him too. But my one brother, Chris, has always been there. He's always been there for me, and he like literally helped me out and sometimes and stuff like that. He's one brother just to stay with me no matter what. So he got me my job and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's nice. I don't know. I always wanted a brother. I never had one, so I was kind of jealous of anybody who did have them. That's why, like my sons, that they have each other as well as their sister, of course.
She got jealous before.
That's what I try to always say to my daughters about being close and being sisters, because they fight all the time. More so my older one with the younger one. Right. And I just say like how my brother and I were growing up.
Yeah,
not my choice. He just didn't want anything to do with me, and I just say, you have each other. You guys are going to be best friends. Always stick up for each other. You know, I just kind of, make sure. Yeah. I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed. I want them to have.
They're too young. They're too young right now, man. They like pick over. You got ice cream? I wanted ice cream. Like they're dumb fights.
Because even with
that age, with that age difference, that wouldn't be. It would be weird if they wouldn't be fighting. But I think telling them that from the beginning, it works, you know.
Yeah.
And it's so important, what you're just saying now, because family is family, no matter what. It's still, your sister, your brother. I didn't have any sisters or brothers, but I do the same. Try to our kids. After we are gonna be gone, they're gonna be the only ones to have that closeness.
Yep.
I get lots of offers for people to be my brother. I got bottle caps.
I didn't even ask. I thought we were already brothers. I mean, that's kind of shot at me, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, we already, whatever, man. Whatever. Go to bottle caps.
Oh no, Andrew!
I swear to God, I was just coming up here all the time. Dexter Tang offered to be my brother.
Guys, I'm free. You guys can be my brother no matter what. I mean, whatever you guys in the chat want to do, I mean, just hit me up. Forget about him.
I got that song ringing in my head right now.
You got a friend in me.
Oh God.
Who is that? Randy Newman?
I still think of him in this Family Guy all the time with that song where he keeps singing about everything that he sees during the apocalypse.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, the tree, apple going. I guess
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why it's so funny to me.
It completely ruined Randy Newman for me because that's all I ever hear. Not that I was the hugest fan, but.
So, what?
Oh, you're bringing back all the great memories for me.
Yeah. You're not gonna be able to sleep tonight. You're like, man,
yeah.
Good times.
With the bottle caps and everything else. Oh, you guys are funny.
Now, I have another question before we end.
Sorry, guys. That was me. Sorry.
I'm trying to keep this in line.
Yeah, I know. You're watching
Keep this train.
You were just mentioning about the macro dieting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we.
And I got really my curiosity. What is it?
Macro dieting is like it's like kind of, they're not exactly the same thing, but it's called like flexible dieting. So basically, we get numbers, we put our numbers together. You find out numbers by your body weight. You first find out. I forget the actual term.
There's a calculator.
Yeah, you find out how much you burn as just like your body. Like, so you sleep, your daily things. There's like a certain number. It's not 100% accurate. It never is, but it's like a guesstimate of what it is. And then you find out how many calories you burn. You do all these calculations, and then you find out like how much weight you want to lose, how much you want to intake, and then finally break it down by like dividing it all. It's not that hard. People think it's really hard. There's actually like online calculators that do it, you know?
Yeah.
But then you find out like how much fat you should be eating, how many calories. So you break down calories, like 2,000 calories. Then you break it down, divide it into like proteins, fat, your carbs, and then that's how you break it down. And that's what we've been doing. So you can eat anything you want.
Yeah, in moderation.
In moderation.
If it fits in your numbers.
If it fits in your macros, and that's what flexible dieting. So I can have pizza, but like it's got to make sure it hits my carbs and my proteins and everything else and stays in that.
So in 7 months when I started, because I started not this past January, but the other January. So January to summertime, I was 200 pounds and went to 135 by summertime.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, I never was 135. I was never a size 4. It was, it was the best weight. But because of that huge change and then going off because of multiple things, you know, life, stress, everything with your family, I started.
We got off our numbers. Yeah, we fell off our numbers.
So you go up higher, quicker, faster.
Because your body's not used to it. But like I would be eating, like for me, I was trying to get like body fat. I was 9% body fat. And that was my goal. I wanted to be at 10% body fat, and that was it at like 155. So when I was eating a lot. I would eat like maybe like 6 meals a day. I would eat so much food. I would eat like every 2 hours I would eat. But I would hit my numbers. Like I would hit my carbs, my proteins. But sugar is the big, like, is the culprit. Like it's the worst thing.
Of course.
Sugar.
Yes.
Like if you just limit yourself 30 grams of sugar a day, 1 week you'll lose like 5 pounds. And drink a lot of water, you'll lose like 5 pounds. It's not.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm such a sweet tooth. That's so hard.
And protein's so important.
Yeah.
Like I skip meals and so forth. So when we started this, it was actually eating more than I actually did.
I look at the chat real quick. It said like Donna Shaw says, I'm about 220% body fat. It is like that.
And so say for instance, you're a 160-pound person, you're supposed to be eating 160 grams of protein.
Yeah. And people think it's insane.
The easiest number to figure out is however many pounds you are, that's the same amount of grams.
Well, it's a little off, but yeah, that's what you can easily random about,
A random.
And people think it's nuts. So like if somebody's trying to lose weight, I'm not trying to shoot anybody and make fun of anybody, but like say if you're like 300 pounds and they're like, I have to eat 300 grams of protein? No. And it's like, no, that's the number. Like you got to eat a lot of protein.
Yeah.
But you got to make sure your fiber counts. You don't want to be like not be able to poop. Like you don't want to be like
it's all about balance in the end, really, I guess is what you're saying. You know, it's balancing the numbers.
It's expensive buying all the different groceries because eating healthier is more expensive.
Always, yeah. It should be cheaper, man.
But we did enjoy a lot of the things that we were eating. We found a great cereal that we would eat with almond milk, a great jelly that was sugar-free.
Protein bread.
With fiber in it.
protein bread. We had actually we're gonna play that trick on our kids. We're gonna be later on in one of our videos. Black bean brownies. We love black bean brownies, and people are like, ew. It's like, no, try that black bean brownie, and you will not know that it's chocolate, not chocolate.
You'll never go back to regular brownies after having black.
You probably will.
Yeah.
You probably, like,
yeah, never.
I already ate like 3 brownies like 2 days ago. So.
Well, what was brownies first made out with? Panic D was telling you.
Oh, well, the first brownies were made during the first World Trade 1890 fair, 1893, and they were glazed with apricot jelly.
Jelly?
I love apricot jelly.
Man. Oh, apricot's my stuff, girl. You know it. Girl. Yes.
You gotta go to Panic D channel and check their live stream about the brownies. They actually made them, like they recreated the first ever brownies that were invented, you know, and the original recipe is attached there, and there's apricot jelly glaze on top of it.
Oh wow.
We actually eat apricot jelly sugar-free.
Yeah,
we do sugar-free.
A lot of sugar-free jellies, and you wouldn't even know that they're sugar-free.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know. And we're not into, like, people, like, a lot of people are into the ingredients. We're really not into it. We probably should be, because we don't know really what's going in your body. But like, people are like, yeah, well, that Diet Coke you're drinking has got this and this and it. I really don't care. I just know that it does not have sugar in it, and I love soda. So
I would make protein pancakes with a protein powder and an egg. Okay. And then there was this syrup that was the best syrup ever. It's from Walden Farms, and there's no calories, there's no sugar.
You just pour that. You could drink it.
It's literally the best tasting syrup.
Check that out. Walden Farms
syrup.
And I'm telling you right now, it'll be like the best syrup you had. Like, it's so good.
Yes.
Don't get their other stuff. It's gross.
And it already just that. And the label says that you will save 10,000 calories a year just from switching to Walden Farms.
That may not be true, but you never know.
I would not recommend their creamer though.
Except I grew up in a maple syrup town where I grew up, so I have to get natural maple syrup.
I'm talking to you guys, and you guys are like, no one knows maple like we do. It's like,
did you guys know?
Like, you'll never go back.
People didn't know this. There was a maple syrup heist here 2 years ago, and they stole a tanker worth how many million was it?
Oh, there was like $80 million.
40 for the truck.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
yeah, they bought the rights. Are making a Hollywood movie about this maple syrup heist.
Oh my goodness.
I would watch that. I really would watch that.
But I used to
get really interested.
I had my uncle, had maple sugar a lot did around my place, and I remember growing up and doing all years ago when it was with the buckets only before they ran hoses, and that was a big thing every year was the maple syrup for like 3 weeks, and it's so natural, you know, like there's something about. There you go. There we go. Those dancers in Atlantic City years ago, like kind of thing going there.
Sorry guys, you guys want a hug? It's like the trolls when they hug. It's hug time.
Yes.
So not to lie, it was 3,000 tons of maple syrup, valued at $18.7 million, were stolen.
Oh my goodness,
that's an insane story. Like I would so watch that. That sounds awesome to watch.
It's so off the wall, exactly.
Yeah. I don't care about these other movies. Right now, I care about the maple story.
I stole the syrup, man. I went big.
I was thinking syrup from the beginning. I was about to rob a bank. Forget the money. Syrup is where it's
Give the syrup now. Come on, let's go.
It actually was also in Dirty Money TV show. Was one of the episodes was about as well. Yeah.
We were talking about sugar, and they were teasing the Susie channel because she does sugar food reviews. So they're all saying she'll have no business now and that stuff.
Oh no! Sorry. Just forget that. Sugar's great.
You seen Susie? Well, this is where Susie became famous on our channel. Is for this video, and it's because I watched her video, and one night I seen this thing, and she's
yeah. I saw this with the thumbs.
Yeah, the thumb. We've made her famous now.
What is it? Wait, what?
She does. I'm gonna put it ahead.
The snowball.
How'd she open it?
It's to try it out. This is the move that made her famous. Right here was the texture. She rubs one, then circles the other, then squeezes the middle, and that's. And I wrote, my comment is still there, I'm sure. I'm going to see. I've never done this before, and I got to find the comment because it should be right on top. And there it was. See, 2 months ago. Once again, fantastic job. The shot starting at 28 seconds may be a little
too hot for TV. little too hot for TV.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we've put it to like burlesque music now and stuff like that.
Oh no! Montage.
It's been played hundreds of times on this channel.
I like to think
That's
we helped her
hilarious.
grow as a channel. I think we had a part into it.
I silently partnered in with me now.
And
Yo,
then
I
we
read
found
that
out, like,
computer 100
months-
times yesterday.
We didn't know for like what, a month or so.
Yeah.
We were joking and teasing her all the time. We didn't know her husband was Doodles by Doug, who's in here all the time. We didn't know they were husband and wife, and they thought we knew.
Yeah, he's in here too.
That is hilarious. What?
So she told us that night, we're like shocked. You can see it on the live stream. We're like this.
Yeah, everybody was in shock because
Yeah.
obviously some Adult Swim was going on, some late nights, and
Yeah.
nobody said
These comments are hilarious.
Yeah.
These people are like, sexy. like these comments are so funny right now.
Bottle Cap's not. I don't think he is as active.
Soft Mount's face.
Yeah. Do you ever doodle posts?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Doodles by Doug was the first person to ever do something for us, and he did this live stream and made us.
His first live stream, he actually doodled us.
What? That is
Yeah.
super sick. Yo, I want one.
And the backstory is we had a pillow with 3 buttons, one of those IKEA big knitted ones. And Xenia was telling, I don't know, some crazy story that night, and I gave her the stink eye, I guess. So she got up and put the pillow in its place. And of course, Xenia fashion wrapped it in a scarf and a hat and glasses and replaced herself with that. So I went and got my daughter's 5-foot monkey, put it in my place, and then we closed the show that way. So that's why it's our faces into those 2 things from that night.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Aw.
That's so funny.
so sweet.
Yeah.
I love pictures like that. We
I-
have a caricature from Six Flags.
Oh,
I love it because it was one of our first times to the amusement park.
Yeah, and guys, if you don't know, I had a little swag when I was younger.
He had his
I had,
nose
like-
pierced.
I had a nose piercing right here. I was
Oh.
trying to look like Tupac. He was like my biggest idol when I was younger, and I wanted to do.
where's the picture?
That's 100% the truth too. 100%. Like, oh no, don't grab that one. Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes.
well,
oh no,
Yeah.
no, oh no,
Oh my god.
no!
is there a glare?
Oh, look at that.
Why am I holding a bunny?
Right there.
Oh, styling, man.
So cute.
Thank you.
Yo,
myself.
yo.
I
You
appreciate
guys look so nice though in that picture
Yeah,
though.
no amount.
That was
of,
our
like,
engagement
pleasing.
pictures.
it. That was our engagement pictures. Yeah,
Yeah. With the actually
it was actually for Easter.
one of them heart rings.
Oh, can you see it? Yeah, that's right. That's original right there.
Can you see? It's
That's-
the lights.
Oh, you see that big rock, girl?
That is
so
so cool.
cute. Aw.
You guys are so amazing.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
I gotta wear a wig for a week, man. How am I amazing right now? Well, look at this.
That
What are my kids gonna think of me?
Do you know that when I proposed to Xenia, it was spur of the moment in Saskatchewan, and we stopped because Saskatchewan's the flattest province in Canada. It's connected to North Dakota. And I stopped in the middle of nowhere through miles of what do you call alfalfa, and I got down and proposed to her with a ring that I made out of tinfoil.
Yeah, it was pouring down rain, and we're standing knee deep in the mud.
That's not so romantic.
Yes.
I was kidding.
I would love to see that
In the mud,
made
you're like,
into a YouTube video.
baby.
She still has the tinfoil
Yeah, I
ring.
still have it.
I
Yeah.
save everything.
You still have
too.
it? That is so aw- That's I'm gonna sound weird. That is so cute. Like you still got that.
Of course, yeah. And I put it in our in the ring box. Yeah, it's all there.
You're not gonna lie. When you got back in that car, you know you grabbed those snowballs and you're like, ooh, these snowballs. Like, babe, what are you doing over there? Nothing. Nothing.
They lost it.
What are you doing over there, babe? Nothing.
Oh, damn it, I'm crying.
Oh my goodness.
It sounds like that's what you did. It sounds like that's exactly what you did now. You're like, it was so relatable.
Oh my God, I got
that
tears
was
in my
so
eyes.
unexpected.
Yes. Oh my God.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
guys.
Oh jeez. You guys, that was good. I give you total.
Oh, people are dying. in the
Yeah,
sorry,
people are
guys.
loving it.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
We ended up only getting. I did that 2010 or something like that. We only got married in 2014, and yeah, we had a Viking wedding in Iceland.
Oh my god, you guys are just bragging right now. You guys are just straight bragging on us. We had a wedding in a courtroom. A courtroom.
Well, it almost ended that way for a long time. We made a change of the law. I didn't want to get married again. I didn't want to. I felt that it doesn't. I don't know. I was against it, and I'm Catholic, and I don't really follow my religion enough. I would have to pay for an annulment and blah, all these things, and I'm like, but then her mom died, and then it's like she was an only child living in Canada. She's 29. She's got no more family because her parents are all gone.
Yeah.
And I love how real we get. I love this realness. I love like just laughing, and then out of nowhere we get real, and I love that.
I know.
Like that's
just kind of
exactly
out all the time.
how it goes. That's exactly how it rolls, man. I love that. Thank you.
That's what makes it real, I guess. Right?
Exactly. You can like just think about it, and then boom, you know.
I never thought of it till you said it at that moment. I didn't even realize I kind of transitioned. Sorry about that. I should have put my signal light on first.
Us though. That's us.
That's
like,
definitely
people
us.
think that's exactly what we do. So it's like we jump from boom boom, and then, like that's exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Because it can show emotions can change so quick, and you can just be like laughing so hard about something, and then like literally break it down something awesome like that means a lot to you, and I love
they
that.
all blend in together. I mean, it's all parts of like making the best of the moments, you know, and hard moments and good moments as well. And yeah, so that's why I decided to do it. And she tricked me too a little bit. I got to give her credit. She said, "Didn't you always want to go to Iceland?" And I said yes. And she said, "Well, what if we got married there?" And
Iceland is beautiful, right? Isn't Iceland like all green?
It is
Yes,
moss
yeah.
like in that. There's no more trees.
Greenland is ice, right? Isn't like ice here? See, I tried to tell this woman that before. Remember that?
Yeah, you did.
You didn't believe
You
me.
told this woman that, and I believe you.
You didn't believe me. Miss Hilton out of the 4th grade told me that. All right.
See,
Yep.
You can go
take
go
those
thank
things
her.
away from your 4th grade
Thank her.
teacher.
Good Self says in his comment. I asked him early on our live stream. I said about I don't know which one of you guys was in our live stream, but I said, are they gonna make me cry in this? And Good Self in the comments like, told you they're gonna make you cry. It's like
we had our springer moment. Yeah. I just never brought out your surprise guest that you haven't confronted in years. That's right.
Oh, you still have. For who?
Little Johnny says that he's your father. It's like what?
Exactly. I'm holding the paper here in my hand with the test. You know?
And the results are in. You are not the father. Oh,
right. You're definitely cleared. 100% not the father. So.
You love this story? They're like, I told you, girl. I told you that, girl. I told you.
It's the meanest event ever.
Because that woman is waiting for it to be like, I need him to be the father, and he's like, girl, Ben told you that.
Yeah. This is my 6th time in this show. Finally, this is gonna stick. Like enough was enough. I ran out of all
face to face, and they're like, "You can't deny those ears and those eyes,
those dimples right there." Screenshots.
You never seen nothing. You never paid. It's such an abuse of people's basic like dignity on those shows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. It was like, did you tell this woman that you were 5'9" when you first met? It's like, I might have. You told her you had a great hairline. I did. I really did. And then it's like, they like, you have none of that.
Where did you get those?
I'm aware.
Yeah, in this bag, I have the lifts. The lifts are here.
MagicInsoles.com told me they were coming in the mail.
And actually, he told me about the magic insoles, and I think it was only 2 months in, and his magic insoles were like given out. I ordered his next pair for him.
That's why my wife loves me. She's like, babe, I'll order them for you. Or she just thought I was way too short, and she was like, listen, I need you about 5'9".
No, I was okay with it, but he didn't like the little clogs or anything.
Yeah, I couldn't wear I would have to wear these bulky shoes, you know? Like I couldn't wear
He wonders why
shoes.
he has shin splints. He's like, oh, my shins hurt, and he's always complaining about it. I'm like, those magic soles.
I haven't worn them in 10 years. Like no, about 6 years, but still I back then I would never told anybody, right? But now it's like I'm so open to this. I would tell everybody now. But it's like it's so funny. I can't thinking about it. I literally went on a website, said, "How do I get taller?" and then Magic Insoles just popped up and was like $25. You can have 5'9" yourself tomorrow. I'm like, great. Can we ship it tomorrow? And then
Yep.
God, that's so good.
I used to work out like that too. Like no joke, I would go to the gym and like I would like squat with it on, and like
His body got used to being that height.
yeah, it was crazy.
But then again, you get women. Women have everything glued onto them, from eyelashes, put the bras, everything. There's like 30% real. You know, you don't know what's coming off them at the end of the day, and that's okay. That's all great. And if a guy puts lifts, he's like a
What a weirdo! Like, guys, you have fake eyelashes, girls.
yeah.
It's like you try to get taller. It's like you got like fake extensions, girl.
I remember that on the show. You remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
When he's
Oh
locked,
yeah.
he's locked in the room. They're supposed to go into their grad or something, and he's with the girl he wants to marry, and they have an earthquake, and they get locked in the basement, and they start fighting, and then she starts pulling stuff off as the night goes through. She got her hair off, and then she started pulling her nails off, and she said, "Oh, you want her to open the juice?" And he said, "You do it. You got the nails." She goes, "Hey, you want nails? Take these," and she hauls them all off and gives them to him like that. And by the end, he's covering his hand. He's got her eyelashes, her nails, her hair.
Kate doesn't do like any of that. Like it's
I don't do any of it just because
you do makeup obviously, but like
just the makeup. I just didn't grow up being able to do it or having the finances to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like this, I don't know. I'm not used to it. I'm not like girly girl. I buy like the 99-cent makeup while everyone's like saying the name brand stuff from Sephora. I'm like, I'd like to try it someday.
when you guys were younger, was there anything cool that you couldn't get like when you were younger? Like say like there was something one of you always wanted and all your friends had it, like either clothes or something else. There's that one thing that you'll never forget that you couldn't get.
Yeah.
Well, like Zenny grew up like just coming out, like I say, the Soviet times, so things were pretty rough over there. That was a time when nobody had really any. Like you could even buy your own house back then; it was issued by the state.
Mm-hmm.
So owning something of anything.
Basically, you have like a million things in your list, then, right? Like there's just
I
like
remember two things specifically. One was my dad for my birthday gave me a gift of 24 cans of Coke. That was like the best day ever. Because we weren't able to buy it, and he was a truck driver at that time, so he, I guess, I don't know, smuggled it through somewhere, and or traded it or bartered it with somebody, and bought me it brought me as a birthday gift like 24 cans of Coke, and I remember that. And the other one was when my mom went to study. She was a nurse, so she went to study to Denmark for 3 months, and I lived with my grandmother for 3 months for that time. And she, all my students, like in the school, they were a bit different, like higher level, so to say.
She went to an international school, and most of them were like more well off.
And they always had these like great dolls, you know, that their parents brought in from somewhere, and we couldn't afford it, obviously. So mom brought this doll that could talk, like you press the button and she could talk, like a Barbie doll. And I thought it was so awesome because nobody else had it in school. Yeah, so those two things at that time.
The Coke thing, thing got me. The Coke thing, I was like, that's amazing how like somebody can value something like that.
Yes.
And we think of Coke just as Coke. Like, let me just crack this bad boy open right now.
Yeah.
You know?
It shows when you appreciate something like that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because we, you know, especially in my first 7-8 years, you know, when was the more like independence and Soviet times kind of all mixed together. There was very little available on the shelves. It's not like you couldn't buy it; it just wasn't there. My mom was more obviously remember that and was telling me that I was there too, but I was like little. But they used to stand in lines for something for hours, not knowing what they're standing for, and they could have been standing there for 6 hours for toilet seats. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember my grandma, my mom was adopted in Germany, right? So she grew up in like the Holocaust and all that, right? So basically, my grandma would tell us stories. She would tell her the same stories. Yeah. Like she was so poor that like her family was so poor that all she wanted was the banana peel in the trash that she would just eat the white out of the banana peel.
Yeah.
And like she would just walk by like the bakery every single day, and she would just think in her head like, I want this so bad. And then all she had was a banana peel, like a rotten, like even if it was rotten, like a banana peel. That's what she would eat.
What there
and
was.
like that's all she had, and it was it's nuts. Like nowadays, like I'm crying about not getting a hoagie at Wawa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's funny, but it's the truth. It's like, babe, come on, I really want that hoagie at Wawa, and I'm crying about it. But my grandma grew up in that time where it's like, I just wanted a banana peel. That's all.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how like when the first year I went to Latvia, that's what blew me away was Christmas there, and it was so unmaterialistic, and so much about spending time and so little money, like value put into buying expensive gifts and tons of gifts. It wasn't trying to smother a tree; it was practical. And I'm thinking to myself, this is what I waited my whole life to see. Was like where it was really about what it should be, just being together, not going broke over it, not hearing about the rest of the year. Oh, did you like your $180 shoes? Do you enjoy your $110 tag? You know, it was just practical.
When I think when you grow up like that, and you know, at that time we could afford more, but it just because we didn't grow up like that, you didn't really wanted it either, you know. And yes, of course, everybody wants something, this and that sometimes, you know, a newer phone and newer that, but at the end, we even now we don't really do that because that's not how we grew up, right? When you learn,
that's why
we get confused sometimes.
Oh yes,
with all of that, with the whole Christmas and stuff, because we didn't have all them gifts and so forth. So sometimes
we get too out of control.
And we regret it later on.
Especially in a bank account. But like, you regret it later on because I feel like we spoil our kids too much because listen, like everything that we didn't get and now we're trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
I remember making Christmas lists and wanting this one German Shepherd dog and blow up furniture. It was the only
blow up furniture in the 90s in the US was like the hot thing. Like, you know, like, that was the coolest thing to have.
It was like 3 years in a row just writing the same 2 things on there and wanting them so bad and never getting them, that when they write that list, I tried to get those top 2 things because of it. Because of that memory. But then I regret what I actually want to teach them, and then I get confused in what I actually want to do. Do I want to give it to them, or do I want to teach them these values? And I mix them up. You know? So I try stories like this make me think, and I better reevaluate my choices.
But we all do that. I mean, you know, the main thing I think is the core values that you or us have. Everybody gets their slip off, the same as with the diets, right? You want to eat healthy, and then you get
Susie. The Susie channel. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, yes, Susie channel is talking about her mother.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Susie channel said something about about her mom. Like these stories that my grandma would tell me about the Germans. Like she literally would hide I don't know if I can say that on the.
You can, because you're telling a story.
Yes, definitely.
She would actually she was German, but she would actually hide them. Like they were on their side too at points, you know. And it's nuts, these stories that my grandma used to tell me when I was younger and all this stuff. It's just like the most horrible stories you will hear in your entire life. And she just doesn't want to talk about it as much, but like sometimes it'll come out when she's angry or something like this, or like, you know what, blah, 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 blah. And then you hear it and you're like, oh my God. So I can't watch tonight's Goosebumps. And it's like, no. It's like, okay. Like, you know, and these stories that my grandma used to tell me are insane. Like, she would tell me all these things about like Santa Claus over there, like Saint Nick, and oh my God,
they haunted him.
Yeah, they would haunt me for the rest of my life. Like I was like, oh my God.
The other year when I was traveling in Europe, I went to Auschwitz. It was one of the hardest things I've ever seen in my life. And I mean hard. I got to walk in and walk out at the end of the day. It's not like it was my pain. But and people ask me like, what was the hardest thing to see? You know, and you could see the wall, like for the firing range, all that's in there. All the things that happen, you walk inside the old chamber is still there and stuff. To me, the worst part was, it sounds weird, was the end of the tracks. Because it has those, you know, on railway tracks have those big stoppers if they're in like freight yards or something. It was the end of the line. And to me, that just kept hitting me how much of because you stand at one part where you're in the dirt track and you're right there where they decide if you went left or right, if you lived or died was right on that spot in the warm.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
And just seeing that and thinking, you know, the fate and how it went was so decided so mechanically, so coldly, and there was nowhere else to go. You know, there was a big fortified gate on one front where the train came in, and then those big stoppers. Like there was just nowhere else to go.
Yeah, that is like, it's horrible. And then like my grandma never wants to talk about it as much because of all that, those horror stories. She wants to just like literally keep it. She's 96 now, so she's like literally, she does not want to talk about these things. She doesn't want to like, she's like even when I was younger, I always watched that movie, that Schindler's List. She would never let me watch that movie. She would never let me watch that movie. She would, like, even though it was just I've seen it, but I mean, even though it was such a movie, just a movie, she wouldn't let me watch any of that stuff. She wouldn't let me learn about it. She'd be like, I don't want you like talking about that around the house and everything. It was nuts. I have so much respect for my grandma. My grandma's such a strong woman, man. That woman is like my heart. Like honestly, like when the things I hear about, like my mom with the prison, how she had to live where she was in North Carolina. After that, all I was worried about was just my grandma. That's it. Like she's like everything to me.
Well, I'd see her down the rabbit hole as writing so grateful for where I live. Exactly. You know, we have a lot to be grateful for because a lot of people put up with a lot of hard things that we'll never even dream. I mean, we can talk about, like I said, when I went to Auschwitz, it's not like I can say it's my story. I just seen it for a couple of hours.
You felt it too, probably. You felt it.
Oh, you do. You do. You feel it near, like where the beds were and all that. You get this sickening feeling in your stomach. You can almost still smell it in the floorboards and that. But people died there. That was, I mean, that's the reality of it. Seeing it's one thing. What went on there is a completely different other thing. I mean, one of the worst atrocities mankind's ever seen went on at this place. It's mind-boggling.
I don't know how that generation really was able to go on afterwards. You know, the survival's remorse, the being the optimists afterwards.
Well, like his grandmother, you know, like even as German, like going through.
No matter what nationality or which side you were on, I think it's quite amazing how the whole generation were able to survive that and move on.
And we worry about these things, like these little things in like you know, United States or America, like anywhere else, and it's like, trust me, it was way worse back then. Like you guys are worried about gas prices right now.
Yes, exactly. You nailed it right there. And I mean, that's normal. Like as much as like, even when somebody dies, you know, we always say, oh, I'm going to take life more valuably and I'm going to do, but then life kicks in and it's normal to worry about these things. We have to, because it's day to day. It's part of the human process, but there is these moments where we think of these large atrocities that puts everything into perspective and say, maybe I should not worry about that a little, you know, back off a little bit.
I think there's always somebody who has it worse. There's always somebody who has it better. What is important is to have the reality grip of what is your situation. Be mindful about where you are. Because you know, it doesn't mean that it's worse or better just because it's different. You still feel what you feel, the same as they did. It's just the reality grip and mindfulness of the situation that you are in.
Yes.
Like I've never told this and I never said this on here before. I've been kind of wondering if I should even mention it for a while now, because this has kind of come up a couple of times. But I look at my mom, my adoptive mother. She had 5 miscarriages and then adopted me.
Oh wow.
And then had and she carried them full term. Sorry, they were like stillborn or and then they adopted me, and then they had my sister. So my sister and I are only 11 months apart because of that. And then she goes through all of that. And then I live in a small town in a great country that's safe and all that, in a town where you never have crime. And when I was 3, my uncle through marriage was blamed for burning a big cottage that was owned by fishermen. And the morning of the trial, he was supposed to go and he never showed up. And when they went, they lived about 500 feet from my parents' house. When they went there, he was dead. And my 3 cousins were dead. And my aunt was dead. All 5 of them. Even the dog was dead. In this town of like 280 people where you'd never had a shooting. Maybe one accidental one in the past. And
I think that's harder to take too. Like that's harder to accept.
Yeah.
Like that must be so much harder to accept, because you're like, how could this happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's it. It doesn't even make sense. I think to this day, my mother still can't fully register it in her head. And I'm looking at her thinking, like, how did she go through it and still keep any amount of sanity to raise us? Like, I still don't really have the answer to that. because my mother was the oldest child out of 7, so that was her little sister on top of it. And you know, I don't know where she kind of found the strength to pull through it. I don't know. She's religious. She's not religious, like, you know, she's not knocking on doors or anything. She has a strong faith. I'm probably jealous of her because I don't have that so much. Not saying I don't believe. I don't know what I believe, but I don't know how she got through it. I don't know. She's
a very strong woman.
Yeah,
I really.
She doesn't talk about it much.
That, yeah.
You know,
those women like that's like the same thing as my grandma. Man, my grandma was like, I remember she told me about something before as like a doctor or something. Like that. How are you accepting how you're living? And I remember my grandma, she always tells me this like story. I don't have like the 100% the same exact story, but she's always like, I do remember always being like, I mean, I thought that's the way of life. You know what I mean? Like that's all she kept saying. Like I thought that's how you like that was it. And
that's
it's like,
right.
there's so much better out there.
Yeah.
And like she just told me the story when my mom went. Actually, when my mom was like 3 months ago, when my mom actually went to prison, she said that story to me. She's like, I just thought, I mean, there was a time when she always repeats the same stories over again. So it's like, and she just told me the story again. She's like, I just remember the doctor told me like that's not the way of life. I was like, that's how I thought it was.
It's amazing, the strength of the human what they can survive and actually move on from and build.
Sometimes I wonder, though, you know.
That's like what earlier when we were talking about that. That was about earlier when we were talking about that. How like, you know, how are you so positive? You just let those things swipe those things pass. And like if you had that rough life, you already know how there's so much worse like back then. Now ahead, you just gotta just glide ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder sometimes, like, you know, we all have this vision, you know, how life should be, and not that everybody wants white picket fence, but just symbolically talking, you know, kids, family, white picket fence, 2 dogs, everything is great, everything is sunny. But then the more we get to talk with people like friends, family, you know, even now with YouTubers, the more you understand that nobody really has that.
Yeah.
Nobody has it. Everybody has things, some awful things that they go through, some maybe worse than the others, but nobody has that ideal life that everybody's saying that they, you know.
Every single person in this chat room, I guarantee, has had a moment in their life that it was so rough for them. They didn't think they could even get past it, and they did. They did get past it, and they're still living, and they're still going, and they're still like just shrugging those little side things that happen to you. Just shrug them off and keep going.
What's important is the choice after what happens. Is how you're going to handle it, how you're going to move on, and you could potentially affect someone's life afterwards, being there for them if they've been through something totally the same, maybe just a little bit. I know the lights.
I so agree to that.
That's where I hated Facebook so much, because Facebook was a great way to rejuvenate that my life is perfect routine. That's what
we never had Facebook.
God almighty, it was horrible for that. Like, it was so great at like recreating that whole white picket fence crap. You know, hey, you know, the big smile in front of their house and all that stuff. Because the pain is never celebrated. It's always the good times. People look at them and get envious and think their life is going bad, and why can't I be happy like them? Not realizing it's one photo in 1 second of 1 minute. It's not their life. And a lot of people, there was even a condition starting to come out from it. They were even like lately calling it the textbook, the Facebook syndrome, because of that.
They tell you everything they're doing.
Thank you so much for being so real with us today too. It's much appreciated. You guys shared.
No, I appreciate it.
Thank you guys. You know what I mean? You were so open. This was awesome.
Oh no, it was.
You shared with us. Like seriously, I really appreciate you guys opening up too.
And this was like a normal conversation. I loved it. It was like literally like you're right across the table from me right now. I'm just talking, drinking coffee.
Everybody ends up saying that when they're done mostly. I love that.
I drank like 4 cups of coffee. And I didn't even know I drank that much coffee. I'm looking like 1, 2, 3.
How is that for your balance, for your numbers?
Coffee addicts, that's true.
And it's nice too, because you know, usually on chat, I'm looking down at my phone and seeing what other people.
I was a little bit,
but I was lost in you guys. I wasn't even paying attention to how I was sitting or how I looked, because usually I care a lot about how I look on camera, and I'm probably like. Because I was lost in everything you guys were saying.
Well,
thank you for being real. Thank you for being real with my troll hat. Thank you. I appreciate that.
There was
I know it was hard.
Teeth rug.
Yeah, and Good Soul Life said too. It's hard with the troll. Was it Teeth Rug with the troll or was
Yeah,
it?
teeth rug.
Yeah.
Was it the
We're
troll?
trying to get real here, and I'm like,
Yes.
you know, like,
yeah.
hey guys,
I love
don't bet no one.
That speaks a lot for the personality. And you guys are amazing people. Like, it's so good to get to know you guys tonight. I can't thank you enough for your time and everything. This has been absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
Vice versa.
And thanks for having us on.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. We always say between the chat and the guests, we're only like 20% of all this. We just open a forum. You guys are the ones who make it. So we owe it all to you guys.
We
so.
loved having you in our living room.
Yeah. And if you ever make your way to Montreal, or
Yeah,
I will for sure check out that maple. That maple.
Yeah, I already put it in a wish list on my Amazon. So already there.
I already put that vlogging thing in my Amazon.
Yeah.
So thank you.
There you go.
see, team effort.
Yeah, no, it's $8, but I guess if you use it a little bit, maybe it's not so bad. Oh, you guys are amazing. So looking forward to your vlogs as well. Keep it up. You inspire a lot of people.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
And as we say with the couples, we're thinking about maybe before we go on holidays this summer, maybe having one night where we bring back some of the couple guests and all kind of like have a panel of the couples together.
Panel
You guys,
sounds so official.
You know, I will not have a troll hat then. Hopefully not. Hopefully I do not bet nobody else, and I
just
won't
keep
have
it on the side in case. It never hurts, okay? I don't want you to completely part with that thing.
Yeah, I'll be face painted next time. Like, Josh, you look like a tiger. It's like, I know, I bet somebody again.
It was interesting.
I just had a
Hang
great
up, man.
visual.
I'm not going to back down from the bet. I can't.
Yeah.
I picture
That's
like Rick,
right.
I picture Rick from the Corn Life and a couple of the couples. Then we
Oh
go
my
back to
God.
you painted as the tiger. That's why I was
Yes,
laughing. I pictured the whole thing.
funny, my goodness.
I love it.
Thank you again, guys. And
Yeah.
I hope to see you back soon and talk again.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great night there, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. We're on the
Yeah.
same
Goes, right?
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah.
Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. All right, guys.
There we go.
Oh,
I wish for you wearing the troll wig. That's what
Oh no.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you all.
guys.
I
Okay.
love you guys. Thank you so much for like opening up. Amazing. Talk to you guys later.
You guys, I
Bye.
loved having you. You're amazing, guys. Take
Thank
care.
you to all your family on YouTube. Thank you guys for listening,
And thank
watching
you
us.
for giving
When it's
your
all
family
happening.
too, by the way.
Yes.
Kirsten gang came in. Thank you guys.
Have a great night. Bye
Bye.
now. Thank you. Oh my God,
Oh, that was
so-
amazing.
I didn't even realize the time.
Yeah, I know.
flew by.
Time just passed, and,
Wow.
and I promised them not to keep them too long.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God.
God Almighty, the conversation got going. And, oh,
that was
guys,
so
thank you. That
amazing,
was
though.
really. You see, this is it once again. Oh my God, Sticky Buds!
Oh my goodness.
I missed you so much. Oh my God, you don't even have a
haven't been there
mod.
for such a long time that you
Good
have lost your
God.
mod.
Yes. Oh.
That was amazing conversation. You know, literally it was ups
Yeah.
and downs as we talked about. The life was so
Yeah.
such an easy, fast transition from laughs to serious and back. So many things, and I like life talks. I
Yeah.
like talks with our guests about life because
Yeah.
you know there are so much more things in common with people around us than we ever think.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's.
There are actually more things in common than
Yeah.
we think, and it's amazing. It's I hope it inspires you guys too for whatever you are doing in your lives as well.
Most definitely. That was the whole point of this stream when we started, was, as we said, to peel back the onion layers and get to know people in a new light, or get to know new things about them. But tonight was definitely one of those great ones. Wow. It's unbelievable how the time just flew by. Yeah, Steve, I know there's so many streams. I get you 100%. It's just nice to see you.
It's just nice you dropped
Yeah.
by. Thank you. It was really nice to see you.
And the same with us too. Like, I want to keep up with everybody, and I desperately try. And some of us, we know YouTube unsubscribes us, and you don't see the name. I'm actually going to check yours right now and just see, because I haven't seen any.
Yeah, we don't trust those bells anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
that was-
No, look at on the side. It's not. So there we go. Now we're all subscribed again. I'm so fed up with YouTube and all this crap. I really am sick and tired of it. But even so, like with so many people, it's hard sometimes to keep up. But we do try our best. And once again, if we ever miss anybody's video and you really want us to see it, we want to see it, just send us in Twitter or I'm going to put up the connection for I forget, for YouTube and their messenger, which is a great idea and as usual horribly implemented. But I'm going to send you the link. If you guys haven't joined already, I'd love for you to add us. Where's our? Oh, there. So I'm going to paste this in the window. So if you guys haven't added us yet, please do. There's the link so we can keep in touch.
Yeah, and if you have suggestions for the guests or if there's any video you want to share with us, message or tag us on Twitter.
Yeah.
We try to retweet your videos if you tag us in there. Wait for the retweet of Down the Rabbit Hole travel tag video. I will retweet it tomorrow.
Excellent.
It's ready to go there.
And Bottle Caps, did he start his yet?
Twitter? Well, I couldn't find him today.
For his, because he was in the challenge, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he started yet. It wasn't on today when I checked.
You're going to give him the stink eye and tell him.
Yeah, well, apparently he's getting stink eyes for everybody now. Including Polynesian vloggers, right?
Yeah, I seen that a while ago.
Yeah, but Ball Caps, I don't know what happened to your Twitter. I couldn't find it today. I tagged somebody completely random today with your tag, and then I tried to search for it and wasn't there. And your comments weren't there anymore. What happened? Come back to Twitter.
You guys, thank you so much. You were absolutely fantastic guests. Can't say it enough. It was unbelievable. Really had such a great time. And it's still like these guys started in February. Look at their numbers. So, I mean, yes, we only had 42 in February, but we did video before. We've done all these things. Like these guys started like right out of the box, you know. Fresh.
Oh yeah, they've been growing. Oh my goodness, like in a rapid growth. I don't know, like it's amazing. They're doing so good, and hopefully just going up and up because they're really awesome. They're amazing, and you guys, you were here. You've seen that all, so. Go and check them out. Hi, Sky.
Welcome, Sky. Here you go. We got to give you can't sit there without a wrench. So there you go.
Your Twitter was hacked by Eastern European organization. Your 3 tweets that you just started were hacked. Okay, well, you're gonna make another one because I would have tagged you in. I still tagged somebody. I don't know that maybe they're gonna be making a video now. But no, that's awful though if that's true.
YT will not allow me to hit the bell for you guys. That's how I roll. I try every time, but it gives me an error. Yeah, I know that happens sometimes too. Sometimes you got to unsubscribe and then subscribe again, and then it will let you. I've had that glitch before. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. The main thing for us, for our live streams, we are here every day from Monday to Saturday, 6 times a week at 8 p.m. Eastern. So even if you don't get a notification, you know that we're still here every day at 8 p.m. Eastern.
I see the hashtag Blue Wrench. If you've seen today, we're starting to redo our preview videos, our thumbnails. We're going to be rebranding the live streams.
And being blue.
Yes, that's right. With the Blue Wrench group. That's right. So it's, I don't know. I want to kind of, there's still live streams, but I want to make them, I want to change the name up a little bit, make it more like a series. So that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So. And
ball caps, Facebook is not nice and safe. Our son's Facebook was hacked real bad there a while ago. Like we couldn't even unblock it or delete it or report it, like do anything for a long while. It took a while to get it back.
Facebook's hard because you get a lot of, especially older people onto it. Not you, bottle cats for your freak. I'm talking about parents' age and stuff like that.
We're talking about 80-some.
Exactly. And they go on there and they click on everything that's sent to them. So they don't look for viruses. If it comes from this one, even though they haven't got a message in like a year, and they say, look at this video we took together yesterday. They don't read it. They just always click on everything. So that's why it's pretty bad there for viruses.
Yeah, so it got hacked and even got to his email, and then we were trying to get into his Steam account through that. So, and it was all started again from, Eastern European country. through his Facebook. So, you know, one or the other, kind of same thing. Facebook is, I don't like the business messaging.
It's
way
awful.
it's done. The
Awful.
business page messaging. Like, I don't understand why it can't be business Facebook Messenger attached to your page. So I don't have to every time go through these million steps to get to your message, bottle caps. Like, I hate business page messaging on Facebook. That's why Twitter, although we didn't use Twitter for the longest time.
No, exactly.
Well, not as active. I was posting there something once in a while, but more just to keep it active, not to really gain subscribers or anything, followers. But yeah, so.
Oh, you didn't eat your strawberries and Cool Whip bottle caps. He was talking about that when they were talking about their diet. He was saying,
strawberries. I don't know about the Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
I love Cool Whip, especially homemade. Like when you do yourself. Oh my god, I could eat the whole jar of it. I was when I was little. I would whip it up and just eat it.
Rolling Homestead. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. And Wild Edibles in Wisconsin. I'll give you the full props. Message because my house has poor mobile reception. Oh, yeah, ours in the middle does too. Ever since the roof was redone and that, so I get you on that one.
Yeah, like Andrew could be sitting here and then receiving voicemail, although like phone was on and he was here, but it never rang. Just got the voicemail. Just block. Maybe we have a tinfoil on top.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. You never know. Good to know. Dexter types Cool Hip. I love that.
Cool. I'm really glad to see Polynesian Vlogger, as I was telling you in the chat, because we were worried about you on Friday. And then when was it? Yesterday you told me, oh, I seen him.
I messaged them and told them that we were.
So I'm like, oh my god, thanks God. I know I'm overreacting there.
She was asking me about 3 times a day if I heard from you, seen you, or anything like that.
Yeah, because there was like, they're blocking the roads. They won't be able to get out. People have to evacuate on the radio. And I'm like, oh my god, Polynesian Vlogger. That's how that's what happens. We go to the store, talk about ball caps. I'm listening to the radio and I'm talking about Polynesian Vlogger.
You guys all do come up in conversation.
And so on, yeah.
It's well, we spend a lot of time together. We're okay, no worries. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, and don't mind me. I probably will gonna be still asking this question probably next 10 times every time I hear something new updates. So.
We do it out of care. We do it out of love. We do it as, I guess, as the parent side in us as well, even though some of these are even older.
Well, yeah, I think Polynesian Vlogger is, but I just, you know, it's
got nothing to do with age. It
gets as we get to know you guys, it gets more personal. As we were saying, it's not just the channel Polynesian Vlogger, for example. It's a person who I know lives 6 miles from that place, and you know, so. And so on again for everybody else as well.
Well, it is love. I mean, you guys, when you look at it, we spend probably lots of us here spend about 18 hours together, you know, in a week. It's a lot of time to get to know you guys. We get to know your personalities. So there is a closeness.
Wildcat's pointy ears.
Wildcat's pointy ears.
Cute pointy ears. He's probably not even here. Probably went somewhere.
Probably went to get his Cool Whip and strawberry. Yeah. Cool Whip. Philip Cochran, thank you, Cochran. Actually, Philip, you were, if you go back to the live stream from the other night, we were playing Pictionary, and you were one of the ones that I did.
You were one of the pictures on Pictionary.
Yeah, always on Facebook now. That's what Ballcaps is doing. And I'm definitely going to check out your video right after, Philip. I apologize, like I say, for the delay. Literally today, in the side between the contractors here and everything, I still answered. Well, I heard it and then went and looked and commented on another, 50 some videos?
Oh, yeah.
Just in the morning while I had a few minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really do try to keep up, so.
And Polynesian Vlogger, thank you. And yes, it's 18 hours. Now you scared them with this number.
Well, it's
like, oh my God.
When you think about it.
Something more useful. Yeah,
I just hope you don't. I hope you don't look at it as wasted time, guys, because we really do try to work hard so it doesn't feel like wasted time. 1 day
of the week is spent with us. Thank you. That's why we always thank you.
Oh, Terrell, much love to you too. I mean, you guys are so amazing. I always say that you're like the wrestlers from the '80s. You each have your own personalities, and over the last couple of months, really got to know them well. I mean, of course, until we talk on here, we don't get to know everybody fully, but we still get a lot better connection with each other. So, and it's like Xenia said, even when we're out and about, like we'll talk about stuff and say, I wonder what bottle caps would think of it. Oh, I bet you Susie would have a laugh at this, you know, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Sticky Buds.
I wonder to people who are listening to our conversations sometimes in the store how funny it sounds when we start throwing out these names
and
that are
you
not
know,
names but are like channel names that they don't know.
I keep on their feet. I don't care. I'm worried about what you guys think, not what they think.
No, definitely, but it's just so funny.
No, I agree with you.
Oh my God, they changed the layout again. I just hate Facebook. Well, wild caps, you need more whip. Like the what is that? I mean, I love it, but you need more of it. The proportions are off.
Yeah, we got to show what you sent
I will
us. Hang on.
I will save it.
Yeah.
In that folder that I sent.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have one of those open? Yeah.
It's amazing. It looks great, and I have strawberries, by the way, and I already pre-cut them and put some sugar on them, so it creates some nice, yummy juice. I don't have whipped cream. I'll have to figure something out. Whip up some homemade vanilla something.
So here's what's
sauce or something.
Here's what Bottle Caps is up to as we speak. There we go.
Yum yum.
So if anybody wants dessert, you got to go to Bottle Caps. Right
more whipped cream. Yeah, and the strawberries are from his backyard. He sent before some pictures.
Yes, I think that's true.
Just a second here. Let's save one. So you can show some of his amazing strawberries there.
Is it it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one picture.
I don't know what else is in that folder, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's Bottle Cap strawberries.
I haven't shared it yet. I guess I took them.
Will be.
There's Bottle Cap strawberries from his backyard.
Amazing. So well, for us it's early.
Remember the bee video? Those were the baby strawberries, he says.
Oh, and I just seen your comment on our picture from the plane, Bottle Caps. It's not a minivan. It's a Cessna.
What a shithead.
It's the inside of Cessna. And by the way, we're going to try and show some of the pictures of the planes that we came upon on our Saturday travels to Ontario. Some old Cessna planes in the field. So we're going to share some pictures tomorrow.
When we were talking tonight about first Christmas in Latvia we had together. Well, the first one that I was over because I was back and forth before that. But this was the first one we got to share there. But this is what I want to get Chris's hair cut. I don't want my son having such long hair, and Xenia was fighting me tooth and nail. But this was our first Christmas together in Latvia. Feels like a million years ago, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Now there's gonna be lots of comments about my eyes and your hair.
Yeah, I know already. I do that. I knew that.
The damn store didn't have any of the little shortcake things. Well, you can't make them. You make such an amazing cakes. I'm sure you could whip something up quickly, like a biscuit type. That would take no time.
Yeah, guys, that was a long time ago. Faraway place. Oh, Philip out is waiting. Cool.
Okay.
We got 5 more minutes. Balances everything. Nice try though. You almost got one past the goalie.
Well, in my time, it's 3 minutes. We're gonna have to set up the alarm or something.
No. You're funny though.
Yeah. I said that too, Flub and Epic, but apparently on his clock it's 5 more minutes, on mine it's 3. So I don't know which one we're going on.
We're late going on.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense. We didn't go on at 8 o'clock. That's what doesn't make sense.
Oh.
We weren't on time. There you go. So does that answer it?
Oh, yes. See, Flub and Epic, it has a little bit different.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right. It's got to
Yeah.
be exact minutes. See, they were talking about balance with their diet. Not I do balance with our watch time. Here, this will pass the time. This was taken in Latvia in an old Soviet outpost. That's me calling Gorbachev to ask him. I asked him if his refrigerator was running. If anybody Russian officials are listening, I love the country, by the way. No way. Yeah, I'll cover myself.
And the body in mausoleum just turned around. 60.
There you go. You're so weird. You need help.
Down the rabbit hole was saying that they loves seeing past family photos. And I'm glad you get to enjoy some of our live streams since your kids got to bed a bit early today, I see. And you got to, my goodness, work and kids, and then you still managed to do the video. You were quite energetic today. Give me some of that. Choking down second. Well, yeah, mine are store bought. We don't have strawberries yet. It was a bit too cold. It was actually +9 yesterday. I like this. It's raining. It's pouring rain. I can breathe. Yeah, and it's gonna be raining at least till Wednesday. So, yay! I love it.
It'll be at least a little cooler.
I'd rather that than what we had on the end of the week last week. Like, no, I know it's gonna happen.
The heat there we can do without. We've had enough of
better
that.
without a cake. Well, that's why I don't know. I think with a like a biscuit type of crust would be good, or just to have like a.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Like if you had a little bit of crumb.
Oh, I love that quote. Oh, you said it's too late now. Yep, you're busted.
That's right, Flub and Epic. Get some. That's what I thought too. See you, Flub and Epic, and
take care of yourself.
Take care, please. Have a good sleep tonight.
And so glad for the short time that you've been with us. You've really become an integral part of it. So,
yeah, and thank you for sending an email. I will check that out. Thank you so much.
Down the rabbit hole, my secret is out. That's right. Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug. What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
What a beautiful photo. What did you share there while I wasn't looking?
Oh, us.
That's on our wedding day. Yeah,
that's right.
Eating our wedding cake in the Laundromat Cafe of Iceland.
Yeah, which was cool.
It was so cool.
It was. That place was the actual laundromat down below. Here, before we go, there's one last picture. This is the first trip that Xenia and I ever took together, was to Estonia. And this is one of my favorite pictures of the two of us. That was a 12. It was built in the 1200s. It was an old Viking port, and it's amazing when we can't build a building today that can stand 100 years, and that place is still going. And it was all built like rugged. There's like, I'd say approximately 24 by 24 inch beams running all along it. 24 feet long, and that it was all built back then. It was an incredible place, and that was the beer we had, and the men got the bigger and the women the smaller one, and the men got spices and the women got honey and that into the beer.
and flowers like for herbs and things like that, so they have different tastes for the beer.
It was the same ale beer, and then just spiced on top, like the old way of doing it, and that. But it was a very,
you could
very
eat the whole boar leg and stuff like that.
Yes. There, Susie said Xenia doesn't age.
Oh, you're too sweet, honey. You're too sweet. It wouldn't be for henna for my color.
Oh, go sit down. No, you don't age.
Well, and down the rabbit hole, did you tell your sister from us there next time to listen to you and to take you to Montreal? And Bottle Cap's still waiting for you to come for next weekend, yeah? For Formula One. Can't joke with these things. Donnie, go to bed. God, I thought you're gone already.
Well, I better get Xenia to bed. She's had a late night. Last night, our daughter was, we had a busy day yesterday. We did a ton of of spring cleaning.
Well, spring, summer cleaning, yeah.
We took a lot of stuff out of here, and then after that, our daughter got really sick and had a really bad night, and Xenia was up with her pretty much the whole night, and then going today. Our daughter's home from school. I don't know where she found the energy to do all this stuff.
Yeah, not sure if she's going to be asleep all night or not.
So we're going to let her get some rest. Is anybody live streaming before we go? Because if you are, just let everybody know. If people still here can definitely, if they want, go and check you out. Yeah, you're working down.
Right.
Yeah,
SpongeBob. I forgot. See how tired I am. I forgot that I personally sent you the gift.
Tonight was an awesome stream, guys, and you guys were awesome. It was so good to have everybody here. You know, it was amazing.
Thank you, Cozier, for stopping by and say hi.
It's always great to have you in. We still drink. We had drank mug out of your mug the other 2 weekends ago when we had craft beer pours on.
Yeah, craft beers were on, and I was drinking from that.
Yeah. So we love your mug, and we're getting ready to put the shelf behind.
Yeah, the shelf is bought. Now it has to be put on here. So
it's coming, guys. It's coming, and we really appreciate everything.
Tomorrow, Tuesday, Tech Talk, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you have any bigger questions, tweet them at me so we can prepare them. And if not, we'll just meet you tomorrow.
Sorry, I'm just loving Panic D videos. We'll have to leave by 10 on Thursday. LOL.
Yes, because they have live stream. So we'll have to cut off short.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, in time. And Wednesday, we are going to have Beauty and the Burr on.
That's going to be really good, too.
Thursday's Night Shame.
Night Shame on Thursday, guys. And you're not going to believe what he is studying. This is going to be amazing.
He's a wonderkind with amazing voice.
Yeah.
So stick around, and we'll see you on our live streams this week, 6 times a week, Monday to Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Take care, guys. Love you. Have a great night. Cheers and keep creating. Bye, guys.